Alrighty, we're getting ready. I need to turn off some more lights though. Yep, shit's about to get riggedy wrecked. Derpy's having a blast. What did I do to my hair? My hair is purple now. No, but I did have a camera on yesterday. It's dark purple on the sides and at the roots, and then and then the top. We left the top. I did a full bleach. It had to be fully bleached and blonde beforehand, so the top is like semi-blonde still, but it's like the washout. When we washed out the color, it got it gets the purple in there, which was the goal. But now this will slowly be kind of like a nice. It actually already started to fade out on the top. Yeah, I could have done just the top, but the other thing too is that in order to do this, I had to bleach my sides, or I have to bleach everything. So it doesn't work out too well with leaving the sides bleached. But yeah. Sides get shaved too more often, so it'll go away. Like in about 4 weeks. About 4 weeks, it'll be. Oh, I don't even have my fucking notes.
These nuts. Got it. Got it.
Damn! Thanks, Destroy. Destroy funding our gameplay, basically. Yeah, just gifted a sub to you, Derpy. Yeah. Funny. Because you're in the chat. I think? I don't know. Yeah, it just does it. Cool, and Jamie too. Nice. Alright.
Thanks, Destroy.
Yay.
Locked up.
Yeah, thanks,
Probably
Destroy.
not a bad idea.
Yeah. Like now's the time to try it.
Who's talking about what?
G-Star wants to be a heretic.
No, I want to burn the heretics and the heathens and everyone else.
What?
That makes you a heretic in
Okay.
my religion.
So we have. So I'm starting. So we discuss this. I'm starting.
Caught us.
What was that?
Oh
yeah, no, that is that meme though, because there's that Crusader meme where it's just like, what are you reading, son? And he's just like,
But
nothing.
the Bible.
Yeah, the Bible. What is that? Marxist ideology?
Yep.
Damn.
The kid earned his helmet a few days ago or a week ago, something
Oh
like that.
Really?
Yep.
And
then they burned heretics together,
Oh, that's
like
cute.
father and son. It's great.
That's cute. That's cute. Yeah. All right. Well, we're just waiting on your boy Chongles to get his. It's so funny because it's like
Loots.
I'll rip on him because it's super funny because I'm like the classic WoW. I enjoy. I get the nostalgia, but it's so funny that it's just like they're like super excited to have loot that is like poop tier now. I don't like. I get it. I get the nostalgia, but it's really funny that they're like distributing loot that they were doing. That they were distributing, what, like 15 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Same problems.
Yeah, same problems. Oh, alrighty. Well, we'll wait for Chonkles to jump on, but motherfuckers, you guys is getting chased. You guys is about to get chased.
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 They'd be dumb to chase us because they'll all die if they do.
Well,
I
you
do
guys
not
have some
believe that all of
decisions to
Estonia
make.
is chased.
I mean, so I don't have the spell up in front of me, but if we were to, invisible wall of force behind us, maybe we could create a diversion.
Honestly, I don't know if they would how they that because it's invisible.
Yeah.
Like straight up, they just run into it.
Yeah. Not much
I
they
guess
can
they'd
do
have
there.
to make dex saves,
No,
like the ones
they would just-
behind the front.
I mean, the same way we did it last time with Hamon being the one who'd be casting it. It's basically like a Arcana or Int like check on that person's part to do the timing correctly, especially when everything is like moving
Chaotic.
in like real quick speed. That would be the thing. But we're definitely gotta crank up that Mad Max soundtrack to start this bad boy.
Crank it
To
the max.
All right, so
Yeah.
Porkins,
Okay.
what's the latest house news? That's what we gotta catch up on first.
Well, we no longer. All right, so we fixed the gasket on the freezer because that was dog shit.
Okay. Like the
Uh,
sealer, like the door.
Yeah, like the freezer door is trash. Oh, a piece of plastic is peeling off of our stove now because like at the back where the clock on like the back of a stove is.
Yes.
I guess one of the corners of that plastic had been bent, and they just kind of glued it back on, and now it's coming back off because now we're actually using it. It's applying heat. So
Naturally.
that's cool. And we did all the lighting, like light bulbs and stuff. So now we actually have real light in the house at night. It's amazing.
Oh, you didn't beforehand?
Like we did, but it was all this really just like super weak yellow soft lights. So I was like, this is crap. And then like the hallway, I think I put in like a 1600 lumen like bright daytime lights. Just like, yeah, this is great. Whereas before it was like 500 lumens or something like that.
We
Now-
you have any you ever want to fucks with those with the hue lights, or that ain't your speed?
Oh yes, we want to do that.
Yeah, they're super cool. I mean, we just said fuck it. We kind of just went in and got hue lights for all the major lights that we could. I don't think because we have a bunch of our fixtures in this apartment are like the I don't even know how to describe it. They're not basically they're not screw-in bulbs. They're like they have that like they're like plugs.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know what it's called either, but like we have some of those.
But they absolutely blow because unless you have the right tool, you're liable to like shatter them in your hands as you try to remove them.
Yup.
And you just get a nice break in your hands. Oh man, dude, the
That's sweet,
soundtrack right now. This is the Immortan Citadel. This just hit like a real fucking like emotional point or something. I don't know.
So I totally thought anyway that it was Immortal Joe. Like,
Immortal Joe. Immortal Joe.
no, Immortal. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
But then I saw like the credits the last time I watched it, and I was like, oh.
Oh, Immortam. Yeah. Oh, also, Destroy, when you're saying that's a lot of D6s, should I be concerned? That was when I was testing out what the actual math would be for the Super Soaker of Holy Water.
I see. So that's a.
Because I was like,
Dude,
okay, because I looked at
God.
on paper. Okay, so on paper, here it is, right? A flask of holy water does 2d6 damage to a creature that you like. You fling it at an undead or a fiend. It does 2d6 damage to it. A flask is 1 liter in D&D world. There are 8 liters in 1 gallon. There are each spray of this sprayer sprays 10 gallons. So it'd be 80 liters. So 160. Yeah, 160 d6.
Yeah, average would be 558 to 562 damage
Yeah.
with a minimum of 160
Yeah.
to be rolled all ones.
And so that's what I was thinking about it. I was like, wait a second. Wait, no. It's a fire hose. It's, there's a lot that's going to be lost in the process. It shoots that much. So that's... Oh yeah, actually, what we can do, since this is actually good to kind of run through before you guys get started on the combat and stuff. So check out the Soul Train. You guys can open up the character sheet. Ignore the bio and info sheet because that's not right. There are some new things there for you guys to have, or for those who are going to be on the Soul Train and doing stuff. So, it is right now armor class of 25. Hit points is 300. The boy's chonk still has the same damage threshold, but has a higher mishap threshold of 25 instead of 20. Its speed is 80 for now. I've got to see how that feels in terms of with the other cars and things like that. Still has all the same carrying capacity as a demon grinder. It now has something called crushing treads. It basically is the same thing as the crushing wheels. A little bit higher DC on a dex save, or it takes 3d10 bludgeoning damage, so a little bit more bludgeoning damage as well. And magic weapons, that's obvious. Prone deficiency, same thing. Siege engine, basically it deals double damage to buildings and objects. We already had that. So there's two new things that, as the driver, you can do. There is the wailing whistle. The Soul Train's whistle emits a piercing wail, projecting phantasmal images of a creature's worst fears. Each creature in a 60-foot radius must succeed in a wisdom saving throw or drop whatever it is holding and become frightened for the duration. While frightened by the spell, yada yada. It's basically a recharge on 6, 60-foot radius fear spell.
Is that only enemies, or is that all creatures?
All creatures around outside of the train.
Oh, outside of the train.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't use that around friendlies.
I mean, you could.
Well, yeah.
There's nothing preventing you from doing that.
Yeah.
Have fun driving, Hamon.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that the wheel is considered a object that they would drop if they're driving.
Yeah, basically.
Perfect.
Okay.
I like this.
Basically, just recreating the intro to Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Bat country. Or
Fucking bats.
fucking bats. Just all over the road. Okay, another one is the Infernal Firebox. That is a recharge of 6. Soul Train spews a 30-foot cone of flame in front of itself. Each creature in the area, DC 15, saving throw, or take 16d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. So it's got a giant barf flamethrower at the beginning. And let's see, charge. So this one is basically your typical thing. If it moves at least 20 feet straight forward and hits with the ram attack, then it deals an extra 4d10 bludgeoning damage, so 8d10 total. So the charge with the ram, then combined with crushing treads, basically means, you squash it and destroy something that you hit.
And
like
deal
the
double
damage.
damage to all that.
Well, no,
Also
so
fun to hear.
Siege.
Oh. So what 15-year-old loot did you get?
Oh, none of it. So
Sick.
It really worked out well. It really worked out for me.
Ah, yes,
It's
the
not
good
like-
old days.
Yes.
They waited until the very end to roll off like the main item that everyone wanted, and I didn't get a chance to roll on it because they decided it was not for rogues, even though it was like best for rogues. But you know what?
Was it a sword? Are you combat?
No, yeah, I'm combat, but I'm combat daggers because I like to do it from behind. But it's it was a trinket that dropped.
Trinket.
The best. It's like the best trinket until Burning Crusade. So everyone wanted it.
Of course.
It was worth maybe. But the good news is, well, one, I did the best damage of everyone, despite my gear being the
Sick.
worst, which is
Sick.
no real surprise. The
Big dick energy.
I'm gonna say real quick, classic players in general, are not very good. That's just, I'll throw it out there. But
Okay.
they have a
I'm
fun.
sure there's a
they have a
decent
good
amount
time.
of people that are playing it for the first time.
Yeah, and a lot of people who really like it prefer the slower play style and don't want to think too hard.
Yeah, I click
and that's
one-
kind of,
click
and I mean,
one
I don't mean,
button,
I don't
do
mean it
thing.
as a, I don't mean it as like a pejorative. I just mean that's just the approach. So,
It also
it's
is
kind of
everybody. The other thing too is it's like the super high rank guilds. They destroyed all of this raid content like immediately.
yeah.
just
So that's like
because
the
They're so they're mostly players who came back to it from current retail.
oh,
and so they're
absolutely.
just
And if you're
destroying
playing
it.
like with the best players or like top players like that, for example, the first boss I killed in 17 seconds.
Jesus.
So it's a completely different game.
It's nuts.
Um,
and you're
even so,
it's all same stats. It's all same. So it's like
now people just know how to play now, and they know the secrets and all this stuff. I don't know. I'm enjoying it because there's a little change of pace and everyone got into it. The PvP is still kind of fun.
Yep.
And I'll probably these guys are like super excited that I'm raiding with them now because I got 2 good daggers, and even though my rest of my gear shit, I'm still like way up at the top.
Yeah.
So I'll probably do it
just
every
don't
week,
get hit.
but-
Duh.
Yeah,
Don't
easy.
stand in the fire, dummy.
Exactly. But this one we should have been done half an hour earlier. It just some stupid shit happened. People went AFK, so
Yeah, WoW
going
Classic.
forward, I should be
Free
ready to go
buggers.
right at 8 every week. Should be no problem.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
We're just going over the new stuff on the Soul Train, so I'll just
Okay.
go over it in case you're ever in the Soul Train. Basically, crushing treads. It's basically the same thing as crushing wheels. Soul Train. This is a siege engine, so it does double damage to buildings and objects, and takes half as much damage if it crashes with its ram. So there's like the whole crashing thing.
Okay.
We've given the driver, or the engineer, I guess you could say, 2 abilities that it can use, or 2 actions that it can use while it's driving. So, Wailing Whistle is basically a 60-foot radius fear spell that can be, that's,
shit.
yeah, that's, ooh, a wisdom saving throw of what? That's something it needs. It's going to be a DC 15 wisdom save as well.
Makes sense.
Because it's the same as its Infernal Firebox. So that's a 30-foot cone of flame, basically an adult dragon fire breath in front of it. And then it has charge. If it moves 20 feet, you get to deal an extra 4d10 when you use its ram attack, going up to 8d10 plus 4 bludgeoning damage. That combined with basically charge to a ramming charge combined with crushing treads does has a chance of doing, what is that, 8 plus an additional 6, 14 d10 plus 4 bludgeoning damage to a creature. The new weapons on this vehicle, is the Soul Cannon, which I changed up because I was looking at the amount of damage that it could put out combined with the amount of charges per coin. So it's now 1 soul coin is 3 charges, can hold up to 6 charges. So
Okay, so you can start to put 2
just a
into
little
there.
bit more. I nerfed it a little bit, but it still does, mainly because it can still do 8d10 force damage per shot.
Force damage too, right?
Yeah. I gave it a plus 7 ranged attack. That's pretty solid for it. If you have a higher ranged attack modifier, you're welcome to use it. The Holy Soaker requires a crew, grants half cover, ranged weapon attack, plus 5 on that, 30-foot range, 1 creature, will deal 12d6 radiant damage, has 30 gallons of ammunition, and takes 10 gallons per shot. Fiends and undead creatures within 5 feet of the target must make a DC 12 dex save or take 2d6 radiant damage. So, kind of balancing it out that I didn't want to, as we were saying earlier, do the 160 d10 or 160 d6 radiant damage that 80 gallons plus of fucking holy water would do. So, we're lowering it to about 12d6, you know, based off of splash and, you know, loss of water and travel, blah, blah, blah. But giving it a bit, if you aim this thing correctly into a group and like hit a big one and have some things around it, then you can do some decent splash damage against creatures around the target. Last thing is fairly simple. The grappling claw, plus 10 to hit. This thing is fucking pretty easy to hit shit with. The target is immediately grappled and has an escape DC of 12. If the target is a creature, it is restrained until the grapple ends. The grappling claw can grapple only 1 target. The claw's operator can use a bonus action to make the claw release whatever it is holding. So, it's a good way to grab onto some fishes. Other new things, I don't think the Golden Vice doesn't have anything new, I don't believe. It still has its 2 Harpoon Flingers and the Wrecking Ball and the Chomper. The Uncrashable 2, still the same thing. Toothpicks, the new ride of Flipsis, has, has a grappling shot, so plus 6 range attack to hit, 1d8 piercing damage on hit, and then on a successful hit, the tethered grappling claw embeds itself in the target. The grappling hook can be removed with a successful DC 14 athletics check, or as a bonus action by the driver of the Devil's Ride. So basically, like, you can disengage the hook as the driver, or somebody can try to pry it out of there, you know, pry it off of whatever it's shot. Granted, this does allow the grappling shot to be shot at creatures as well, which would be really fun. to just like impale
You
somebody with a
grapple
grappling claw and
pull
drag
him
them
in,
around.
and then like bonus action degrapple and just run him over.
Yeah, or do a turn and fling and bonus action degrapple and yeet them like a
Oh,
fucking...
do donuts.
I was gonna
No,
say,
you gotta do
just-
donuts with them, right? And just
Yeah.
start
Yes.
like swinging around
Exactly.
like a discus of doom. Yeah, just lean out
The
there.
last
Yeah,
thing here...
vehicular discus toss.
Yeah, just doing the was it, is it discus or what's the other one? The thing where you have the
shot put's the other one. They both have a similar.
No, there's shot
scheme
put,
for it.
discus. There's one more. It's
Hammer throw?
Oh, hammer
throw. That's what it is.
Yeah, because it has like a tether. That makes
Yep, that hammer throw.
So
Hammer throwing some
last
dudes.
thing on the toothpicks is the dragon's breath. The amulet of Bahamut is now embedded in the reptilian skull at the front of the Devil's Ride, and as an action, you can blast a 15-foot cone of lightning forward. Each creature in that area must do a DC 16 dex save, taking 46 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. It's basically the Dragon Breath ability, level 3 Dragon Breath ability on the bike.
So does that have a cooldown to it or anything, or is just on each turn you can use it?
Ooh, I need a. This is this
that's
would be
activated,
no.
right?
You're right. Dragon's Breath is a recharge.
Yeah. I was
Oh
wondering,
no,
'cause
no.
most breaths-
It actually
Because it
is.
would be
It's
you
once per day.
activate it once per day.
No,
and
no,
it
no.
lasts
But
for
it
a
isn't.
minute.
So. Okay, you guys can talk this through with me. The item that I gave Derpy is once per day you cast the spell, but the spell lasts for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, that's one. So yeah, I would say for 10 minutes, you can use
so you like activate
Dragon
it,
Breath once per round.
so then you have it available for 10 minutes. Like you have your flamethrower running off the front, or lightning zapper.
Yeah, you can have it running and slap that button each turn.
I
So I'll
like
just
it.
say
Yeah,
10
it makes it
minute
more like
activation.
a big kind of like event. Use it.
Yeah,
Plus,
one.
the visuals on it's great. Just a bike going around with like a lightning crackling off it constantly
Yeah.
for like 10 minutes.
And the new image for her bike is basically this really that's a real bike, FYI.
Yeah, I know when I saw it, I thought, oh, that's a cool render. Wait a minute.
Yeah. All right, once per day, 10-minute activation. Cool. All right, so let's get the quick summary of what happened last time. Last time it was a lot of downtime, but that's cool. So the party arrived in one piece at Fort Knucklebone and were greeted by Maggie and her crew. She notes that there is quite a large target on their backs due to the coins that they are packing and offers to store whatever excess coins they have in a special pocket plane. She promises to keep them safe. The downtime activities begin. War machine work. The soul train, costing about 23 coins total. Upgrading it to a soul furnace to run off of soul coins, adding the super soaker sprayer hose, adding a grappling claw, and attaching the soul cannon to it. The Uncrashable 2, 2 coins to repair for 2 coins for repair and maintenance. The Uncrashable 2 is basically a BMW. Whenever it goes to the shop, it's going to need a lot of work done. The new Devil's Ride cost a total of 5 coins. That was just for the ride itself. The grappling claw shooter added to it. Bahamut's amulet is embedded on it. With Sonya's time, he has a nice date with Maggie and receives a +1 shield of expression. Works with Chukka and Clonk to get a unique set of plate armor made for himself, and also creates 30 gallons of holy water for the Super Soaker. We will not go into the details of how that was done. Also, I mean, we already know that he basically hot tubbed himself in the tank, but also I could imagine that he just did a case day of just drinking Coors Light. And we're just like, yeah, make it all water. All right, Glimmer's time. He reduced his corruption from the soul coins over the week, as did Aphelion. He took a trip to the Feywild with Maggie to gather berries and magical plants to create some wondrous paint. The war machines are now decked out. He trades in his Sticks for Snakes gun for a mocking blade. For the train, he painted it with an armored pinned-up tiefling on the side with the Coochie Crusader lettering. The Golden Doom is now the Golden Vice, as it now has the Miami aesthetic painted across it. Toothpicks is has dragon paint on it along with lightning arcing over the body. The Uncrashable 2 now has Sonya in a hot tub pin-up with a bearskin rug. as the side of it. All of them also got some sweet lichen underglow, looking like Mad Max meets Tron. With Hamon's time, Hamon learned how to cast Scry via a scroll bought from Barnabas with some residuum. He also learned some other interesting information that Mahadi is Asmodeus' agent in Avernus, keeping eyes on the Blood War and on Zariel. So that's some juicy information.
And I don't think I've
Hamon-
said anything about that yet, have I?
Yeah, exactly. You
Okay.
haven't.
Yeah,
Hamon also
haven't.
attempted to scry on all the warlords out there in the wastelands, but failed 3 times.
Yep.
Aphelion's
That's
time.
useful.
Yeah, Aphelion's time was spent summoning his new familiar, which is, I can never pronounce the name correctly, Coatl? Coatl. Okay.
Q money.
Who stays wrapped around his arm for the most part, like a little snake bird thing. He also helps create the grapple claw launcher for the toothpicks. Also, taking the weapon that is no longer needed by Glimmer, Gargoth forges him a new blade from his maw on the shield, which is basically a poisoned blade, a corrosive metal blade, you could call it, that poisons those that it strikes. With Eclipsis' time, she spent most of the time getting used to the new ride and helping with loading some of the new weapons, etc. on the train. At the end of the day, they end up storing 49 coins with Maggie and taking the remainder to be split among the vehicles and the party. As the downtime ends, the warlords of Avernus arrive. Demanding that Maggie give up the outsiders, Feanor, Princeps Kovic, and Bitterbreath wait outside the gates of the Fort Knucklebone. The crew readies themselves in their vehicles and signals Maggie to open the door. With a roar of engines, the squad charges into the fray, nearly demolishing Feanor's new machine as they tear out into the wastelands. The chase is on. So, we start off in the thick of it. You guys are tearing out of Fort Knucklebone, and I'll paint the scene as you guys fucking haul ass. The bits and pieces, probably, of, we get one of the camera shots from inside the Soul Train as Aphelion, you're like looking through the small kind of like almost tank-like visor of this thing as there's bits and pieces of metal from Feanor's scrapper that you just kind of smash through, and as you kind of speed away, the bits of pieces of metal clang and grind off, making those like horrible screeching noises. And those in the other machines, you're closely followed, Aphelion, by Sonya in the Uncrashable, and I think Glimmer, you're driving the Golden Vice, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Glimmer driving the Golden Vice with... Oh, where did Hamon go?
I should be in the back of
The Golden Vice?
right? Yeah.
Yeah,
should
looks
be.
like he is.
Are you?
I see him.
That one. That's where I'm on the
Oh, you are?
map, but I
Okay,
think
sorry, there's
that's
just
where I
so many
was.
different things
Yeah.
on different layers here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Catch.
so you are back there. That's great. So, as you guys fucking fly out of the gates, smashing through the stuff, those who can look with their heads on a swivel, you see all the other war machines start up their engines with a roar of screams and agonizing cries, gas and flames coming out of their tailpipes. You watch as Bitterbreath and his hobgoblin gang spin their machines around and chase after you immediately. They start to chase after the party. As you look behind you, you see Princeps Kovic on his devil's ride alongside 2 of his other bearded devils on their motorcycles. Take a look at you guys. Take a look back inside Fort Knucklebone. Kovic points that way towards Knucklebone, and their gang drives through the gates of Fort's Knucklebone as it's closing.
Maggie will be fine.
I
Don't worry
think
about it,
they're
guys.
probably
She's
okay.
got those red caps. Yeah.
And the big fleshy dude.
So Princeps Kovic is commanding
Mickey Mouse.
3 Devil's Rides. So him and his two dudes on Devil's Rides, along with a demon grinder filled with bearded devils, and a scavenger filled with spined not spined, barbed devils. They're loaded up. So that's just something that, like, you all take that in basically as you're coming around, as you're hauling ass away. You look over your shoulders and you can see that Princeps Kovic has decided to try to assault Fort Knucklebone.
Okay, so we had there's still the tank with the green goo, yeah?
What tank with green goo?
Nope. No?
No.
They got rid of the tank?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was part of the soul coal engine system.
Got it.
If you do have Ichor, you can use the Ichor. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess the first thing is, for each of the drivers, Aphelion, are you hauling ass forward? What are you doing?
I'm going straight line like a train.
Okay.
And I think the only goo that I have is my grenades.
I mean, grenades be goo. You just got to figure out how to get them inside the machine.
Okay, so it'll still work. I can just throw it in.
You haven't
like I
done
would.
anything to it. You just fashioned a holder for it, right?
The grenades, I had like an ignition system and everything.
Yeah, I know, but you can still
Yeah.
fucking like bonk them on the side of your thing and just
Yeah,
funk them
I
into your
guess-
engine.
I was just thinking like I guess they just explode normally. They're more like alchemist fire than grenades. Really.
They are, yes.
So yeah, I would chuck one of those in there.
Alrighty. So your goal is going to be going straight. I'll note that you're going to chuck one of those things in there. That's good to know. Okay, Sonya. Driving the Uncrashable, you see behind you dust clouds appearing as Bitter Breath and his gang are chasing after you. But you also notice that the other gang has invaded Fort Knucklebone. You see the Soul Train plowing forward ahead. What are you going to do?
I think it'd be one of those things where just kind of like, oh Maggie, you crazy bitch. They're gonna keep going forward. Just sticking with the Soul Train, knowing that it's gonna be a bit slower by default. I'll probably just kind of like.
You
hang
notice,
behind.
you definitely notice, Sonya, as you're like, this thing's gonna be slower. Suddenly, like the smokestack, a gout of green flame erupts from the top of the smokestack as it does, like, you watch as it does like a miniature wheelie. It doesn't go on full, like, back on two wheels, but it gives one of those big, like, hitches up, it's like, and it starts to haul a little bit faster.
So this thing's on tank treads, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like a tank.
Yeah, it would just be like, yeah, more dust kicks up, the screen gets louder for a quick second. Basically, the soul coin is just getting more and more cooked on there. You're, fella, and you're now moving every turn for the next minute. You move 30 feet extra. So your movement speed is now 110. All right. Glimmer, what are you doing in the Golden Vice?
Sticking at the side of the train, so I guess the 100, I think I have.
You have 100 move. Yeah, you have 100 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's some pretty good pixel art.
I guess I'll be trailing slightly behind the train.
Okay. Yeah, you got 100. You got 100 feet of movement. The Tormentor can go a little bit quicker. No, this Tormentor's also the same. So the only one that's quicker would be the Demon or the Devil's Ride, which is technically right now on the launch pad, which is built into the. I forgot about that. The launch pad on the Soul Train, where it can just yeet off of that thing. Okay, so you guys, knowing that you're all going basically single speed straight forward for this first round, you guys are gonna get that. You guys are gonna be a little bit ahead of them. So let's get initiative started.
Oh yeah.
So all of you guys, roll me your initiative.
We were mentioning this before you came on, Moan, that we could redo the Soul Train Wall of Force trick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we could do something
Yeah.
like that. Well, I was thinking about using it as just like if we find ourselves into some sort of canyon, I just throw it behind us.
Yeah.
Right, just so they just crash
Yeah.
into it because it won't break. You could throw like a battleship into that thing; it would still hold. It's ridiculous. Only thing that breaks is disintegrate, apparently.
Right. Well, it would definitely stop whatever it hit. It wouldn't it wouldn't completely smash stuff. It would just bring something to a grinding halt.
But yeah, it'd just be that it has like infinite impulse, so whatever it hits, it has to, whatever its momentum and physicality is just going to respond in kind.
Yep, exactly.
It's an immovable object.
It is. But what we were talking about is in an area like this where it's basically like an open plain wasteland chase, which is what you guys see in front of you, is just kind of like a salt flats type of thing. There would be another roll of like a Arcana check roll or something like that, or Arcana skill check, just basically to see can you position it correctly to judge the driving trajectory and the movement of a car to put it there accurately while you're also moving, etc.
Yeah, that makes sense because this is not an easy.
Don't you have a natural 20 portent?
I
Used it.
You used that on
I used
Sonya
it.
or something?
Yeah, I used it for the
Oh,
date. roll.
Sonya's date.
Yep. I do have an 18 though, so an 18 is pretty good. The other thing I can do too, I was thinking about this, is not just as a wall, but as a ramp. So if I line it up correctly, we could yeet some cars high up in the air. I don't know what that's going to do.
That'd be
to them, maybe it's not
hilarious.
worth it, but it would be really funny.
Suddenly this car is just like, ah!
Because the wall of force could be 120 feet long, right? So you can, if you angle it like a
Drives
30
up
degrees,
like a
right? Like something like 30 degrees that a car or vehicle could go up, you can make it 40 feet off the ground before it starts launching itself. Which I think would be amusing, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do it yet.
I think it'd be amusing.
It's on the possibility list. That's for
On
sure.
the spectrum of possibilities. Okay, so
Why is there just
we're
a
just gonna
hobgoblin standing there?
we're gonna give you guys a bit of distance to start off with here. As you
Is that what these numbers are off to the side?
those are for tracking of other thingies.
Oh,
Or of like all the movements of cars, but that's we're going to be using those as like where movement will end. Oh, I need to open that thing.
oh, right. Because yeah, okay, I remember that now. Right, the updates to the
the
initiative with that.
alternative initiative. All right, so everybody's basically like, I'm gonna say it's more or less you're chasing each other kind of like this. This is so you guys see them coming up behind you. Let me just roll for the rest of these guys because there's a whole bunch. So give me a hot moment while these guys all come into the picture.
Yeet.
Yes.
I'm gonna grab water while we.
Yeah, good idea. It's gonna be. I'm only rolling for the drivers of some of these other things, actually, because fuck having all these hobgoblins in the fucking order.
They'll just go on the vehicle's turn.
there's
like,
one. Yeah, they'll just go on the vehicles turns for sure. Because basically some of these other scavengers or the scrapper things have like a full crew of hobgoblins in there.
oh, can I just, as a free action, use my hat of disguise to have a conductor's hat?
Hell yeah. Okay, I think that's. Oh, I forgot High Warlord. Did I get High Warlord Garage? I did get High Warlord Garage. Car Kajuk.
My garage door.
Yeah, my garage door. Alright. Okay, so we have rolled. Okay, so first turn, this is probably where everybody is. Everybody's just catching up. These guys on this turn, they basically appear at the edge of the map. So I'm gonna move them there.
Alright.
Alright, you back, bro?
I just, like, heard the can open, and I thought you opened a can of water. That's where my brain went.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
That is a
Okay.
thing.
I've had those. Yeah.
What's it called? There's the brand. It's
LaCroix.
well, no, I mean like it's just canned water. That's all it is.
I've seen those in Europe more often.
But there's like a U.S. brand that it's.
I'm struggling to try to open a bottle of wine right now. I'm working on it.
Your
Okay. Hey, look, there they are.
Stupid ass label covering the cork.
It's called Liquid Death. That's the one I'm.
Oh
thinking of.
yeah.
Oh, that became
Yeah,
like a
that's the
meme
one that's
recently,
like-
right?
In
Yeah.
partnership with death saves and stuff. It's kind of silly.
And they had like a metal album they released that was something like based off of
Yeah.
bad reviews they had or something like that. It's been making its rounds recently.
Really?
Yeah, like the song titles were all reviews that they got that were terrible.
Okay, I just went to their website. They have hashtag Death to Plastic as their thing.
Yes.
Pretty good.
But then also they have a deal right now apparently. If I can get the snipping tool to open.
What's
Hello.
the deal?
There we go. I'm gonna post a picture of it.
Give me that deal, dog.
There's fireworks back.
Okay.
Apparently demons need my help.
Demons need your help. Of course. Okay.
Single-use plastic pollution on Earth is now overflowing into the underworld.
Oh, sick.
Now,
All right,
this
what are we
is
looking
the
at
captain's
distances
dugout.
here? Does this look about right? They're kind of catching to you. Okay, so you look back, and basically every Aphelion, it's your turn to start off with. You've rolled the highest. On your turn, you look back, and you can see in the distance, in your rear view mirror, or whatever the hell you used to look behind you, you can see quickly approaching the gang of Bitter Breath. All of their vehicles spewing out the same sort of green and the green nasty ichor flames from their tailpipes. They've all been ichored up.
All right, so they're chasing after.
And I'm gonna do. So you are first in the. It's like we're gonna do the driving order again, right? So you're obviously first. So you get to tell me where the fuck you're gonna go.
The Icar is just 1 round, right?
No, it's a minute.
It's a minute. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go 180 feet straight forward.
So you're just gonna do a dash.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a dash. Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to be doing the dash action. It's going to happen right on your turn. Well, you're going to be going first before anybody else, so that's a good idea. Okay, so 180 dash. That's a biggin. That's a lot of fucking distance. Holy Jesus. Okay, so it's like right up there. This is your token. This is your token. Look at that measurement. Perfect. Okay, so your token is way the fuck up there, guys.
Hell yeah. I would like
map.
to.
It's big.
Do I have a bonus? I have a bonus action, right? Oh no, that's an action.
Yeah, everything else is going to be an action. You've used all your stuff
Yeah.
if you're gonna dash.
Well, that was my action, so I have a bonus action, is what I'm saying.
Oh, you've used your action to dash? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So bonus action would be.
Granted, also for this thing, you have the con of the Soul Train is huge. So like until you give the Soul Train a short rest, e.g., like give it, have it cool down for a bit, you have a total of 6 dashes that you can do.
Okay.
Big money.
Okay, so that's where you're gonna be going.
Is that a action? It is. Why is that an action? I've got so many cantrips, but none of them are fucking bonus actions. Fine. That's my turn.
Okay. Hobgoblin Captain, he was driving this other scavenger. He is going to be doing his full movement of 100 feet to try to get towards you. That's where his turn is going to be. So he's going to be start this. Oh, this is the best way to do it. Yeah. So we can do this and do that. So it's 100 feet. He is going to end his movement basically like he's trying to flank you guys. So he's going to be like right over there. Here's going to be like vroom vroom, move that way. Other Hobgoblin cap.
Sorry, I can't see it.
Oh,
is it the blue?
The blue. Yeah, that's him.
Oh, I'm zoomed way out. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
zoomed way out too.
Yeah. The blue. I'm just doing this for my edification. Next up is going to be Bitter Breath. So he is going to be chasing just straight after your asses. So he gets the green one. Stick that there. He's going to be going full 100. So he's going to be going straight forward. Actually, no, they get to go 130. And this is going to be a lot of movement happening. Okay. This one gets an extra 30 feet. There. Okay. The High Warlord, he does he's 150. Yeah. Jesus
Damn.
Christ. Yeah, because it's 120 plus an extra 30.
Damn, boy, he fast.
He fast, boy.
Oh lord, he coming.
Oh lord, he coming, yeah. So he's not gonna go the full movement though. He's gonna be like flanking around the outside, just trying to figure out where the hell you guys are going. Then the only other movement, Glimmer, you're gonna be up next. Where would you want to go?
Alright,
Nice, Glimmer gets this color.
nice. Perfect. If I'm moving in a straight line, do I hit anything?
Let's see. Probably not.
I'm imagining if I were to hit anything, I'd probably just barrel through most of it.
Most of the stuff here you'd be crunching through. If you hit like a boulder head on, it would stop you, definitely. But if you like sideswipe something, no. Glimmer, you could be going straight.
Okay. Can I jump off the wheel and sit in a harpoon flinger then? Let it coast? For the full 100 feet?
Just jam the throttle in the direct thing. It'll be going a full. You can go. You're gonna be coasting at a full 100. You're not doing any Icar, are you?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. I don't know. Do you even have Icar? I don't think so.
I don't have it in my inventory. Hamon, do you have Icar?
Ramon, you got any Icar?
Nah, I got some holy water though.
How does Churro like the idea of being shoved into an engine?
Oh God. What?
I do not think he wants to do this thing.
I mean, he did die to
He's
the
basically a
Icar.
demon at this point.
He did
Yeah,
die to the Icar.
Wait, do you actually ask?
Before.
Do you ask Hamon that, or is that just like memery? Because that is
Both. Yeah.
Because I think Hamon would actually look back at you, kind of worried and Like, no, I do not want to try to do anything like that crazy with him right now.
All right. Then just hop in a harpoon flinger.
Yeah, fine. Okay, so you're on your turn. As it goes with your turn, you're actually just going to have this thing go straight. You're going to use your movement, your whatever 30 feet of movement to get your ass up to the harpoon flinger, and then you'll take your shot. Okay. That makes sense. This last dude, this last goblin-y guy, he is going to do a full drive this way, and then drive to there. Okay. Sonya, where are you going to be driving? Are you going to be dashing? You're going to be doing normal movement? You got, by the way, I'd love to imagine that, Sonya, as you're driving, you basically just have Lulu, like holding onto the back of your seat the entire time.
Lulu on like one shoulder, slobber chops on the other. The
Yeah,
boys
just
like,
like
God.
2 beds. You doing the Sunday driver style, like one arm out the window, the other one on the throttle.
Hello, Sanga somehow in my mind, like, yay, it's like Gaston based. Really, it's just as this goes on, it goes more and more like Kronk from
Yeah.
Emperor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Very
a
true.
little Kronk and a little bit mixed with Brad Pitt's character from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh,
I'm getting that feel a little bit here with the driving. A little out there though.
I forgot
But
to-
anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? Now that you mention it,
Yeah.
not even intentional.
Yeah.
Like the
Okay.
other ones. But yeah, Sung I think would just be driving to. I could probably keep up with Glimmer, so I would also because it's just me and Lulu and Slobber Chops in this car, so I would also like hop on the turret and be like, let's see what this baby can do. Just,
Okay,
like,
so
let
you're
it-
gonna just jam the throttle, go 100 in one direction. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be like, Lulu, hold this. There's like take the steering wheel off the shaft. Like,
Just
hold
like
it.
the race car steering wheel style, where they just like pop off the steering wheel and it's like, okay, here you go.
Yeah, good luck. Count on
Alright.
you, buddy.
Jesus. Okay, so you're gonna end up there, more or less. Okay. Fun. All right. So top of the order is Aphelion. So you chuck a thing in your stuff, and you're the I just want to make sure I'm doing all this right. At the top of the turn order, driver, blah blah blah. The driver's in the combat, blah 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 blah. We tell where they're gonna go. Now that okay. Got it. Yeah, everything just happens as normal. So Aphelion, as you've rolled the highest, you're gonna be fucking hauling. So, with Eclipses on there, you're flying out towards the your end position there. Okay.
Okay. So, question.
Yep.
When dashing in the vehicle, am I taking the dash action or is the vehicle taking the dash action?
The vehicle is technically taking the dash action.
Okay. So if I were to cast Expeditious Retreat, I couldn't use the dash action as a bonus action for the vehicle.
No. No.
Okay.
You're not, you can't
figured
suit the
it was
vehicle up
worth
that much.
asking.
No.
Because then I could dash and then dash.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, but get
this
out
thing
and push
is
her
this thing's
behind,
not
that's
hauling
what you
that
do.
much ass.
Was
Okay.
worth a shot.
So
Okay,
any
and a
bonus actions though on
similar-
your turn?
Yeah. So it looks like they're coming up behind me pretty quick, right?
They are. Yeah, like eventually they're gonna catch you if you stop dashing. Obviously, if you keep
Yeah.
dashing, you're gonna be the fuck out of there. But
Okay. Then I want to. What do I want to do? Okay, what vehicle is in the front? Or what's a lead vehicle from what I can see?
from what you can see, and because you rolled so quickly, you can tell that coming into sight is going to be first is going to be Sonya, coming over here to the orange token, followed by Glimmer at the golden vice, and then the remainder are going to be coming up quickly behind.
Okay.
The lead vehicle of the enemies is going to be High Warlord Garage in his Devil's Ride.
Okay. In that case, I would like to, when he gets into range, I would like to cast, and I would probably know if I can do this. I'd like to cast Darkness on his vehicle, so that it stays with him.
Okay.
Would that be able to be done, or would it?
Is that a
just
bonus?
Stay...
Is that a bonus?
It's
action?
an action, so I wouldn't dash this turn.
Oh. No, but you've that's next turn. You're like right.
Okay.
Like
I thought-
you've used your turn. This one was to drive and dash.
Okay, so
If you want to take that back and you want to go not as far, you're more than welcome to.
Okay, I thought we were on the next turn.
No.
I thought that's okay. Yeah, in that case, then
Would you want to go back another whatever it is, 110 feet?
no, I think the dash action is good to start at least.
Okay.
In that case, that's an action. I don't have many bonus actions. I guess bonus action. I would like my little friend to go just fuck with somebody. Like, just wait for somebody to come by, and just like fly back towards. And
Okay.
then,
Yeah, because he would go
attack.
after your thing. So he has a 60-foot flying speed. So you want him to just like go out the window and just be like fly.
Yeah, I
in.
want him to just like into the lead Devil's Ride. Just like go in and just try and like
All right.
knock him on his ass.
So he's gonna head in that direction, and he actually can get pretty close. So he's 120 feet dash, so he's heading back into the fray, basically.
Yep.
Okay. Before the next hobgoblin guy goes, there is some shenanigans that are gonna happen. So,
Shenanigans, you say?
yep, in the distance, there's somebody who's still in combat as she angrily is driving her beat to shit scrapper. You watch the camera. You guys don't really see this, but the camera does as she, looks at the engine which is about to explode, sees everything is all shredded on it. She just stands up, closes her eyes, and once again casts time stop.
Okay.
4 plus 1. Very nice. So, in this order, he does time stop. The next turn is going to be teleport as she goes zoop on top of or into the frozen and like basically the frozen kind of car of bitter breath. So that's turn 2. Turn 3, she lines it up and she casts Wall of Force.
Okay. So that was our idea.
Yep, she learned from you guys, having heard about what happened in the thing. So there's going to be a Wall of Force in front of Golden Vice and the Uncrashable 2.
Fair play, fair play.
So I'm going to have her
Little
roll.
turnabout
She's going to
dance
be...
going on here.
And actually, I'm not going to lie. She's not going to have to do much in terms of Arcana checks, because literally she can line things up because everything is just frozen.
Mhm.
So as soon as she casts Wall of Force, that is concentration. So it is, you can see, blah, 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 horizontal. How long is this bitch? You already know this, Hamon. You can tell me.
120 feet.
No, the range is 120 feet.
Oh.
The wall
I thought
appears
10 foot by 10 foot panels.
up to...
So 100 feet.
100 feet.
Okay, so 100 feet. Jesus fucking Christ, that's huge.
Yes.
Alright, so Feanor is now, like, hanging off the side. Granted, I'll let you know that she's definitely, like, not fully in the vehicle. She's, like, hanging off the side of it, one arm out, she casts the Wall of Force. We now see a giant Wall of Force go across in front of the, Oh, it's up to.
We don't see it.
Oh, yeah, not yet.
See, maybe well, I don't know how it works in terms of sensing a wall of force, but
Well, there'll be a very, very brief moment of trying to sense the Wall of Force as you guys all kind of run
because
into
the
it.
time between time stop, yeah, so time stop, then the teleport. So what we're seeing, we won't even see this then.
No,
Also, there's no one at the wheel, so
True.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
At least we could try to brace for impact, maybe.
Yeah, that
Oh.
would be one of the things.
Actually, there's something I could do if I detect it.
Okay, give me a quick moment.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's gonna be insane. All right, Wall of Force. Is there any good Wall of Forcey type things? Sort of. Bone. Yeah, why don't we just have it be that? Just bone wall.
Sure.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I mean, you can flavor it as anything, right? Because it's kind of indescriptive,
well, it doesn't have any.
invisible. Yeah.
It is invisible technically. And she is putting it in front of, basically like immediately in front of you two guys. These two cars here. Bonk.
That close. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, and it's up to 10 of them. So
Right, because if she did the whole thing, they would probably mess with the rest of them too. So she's trying to be kind of surgical with it.
So that's her turn. As soon as she does that, everything goes back into normal time, and yeah, you guys are coming in.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yep. So up next is the other Hobgoblin Captain. He and his scavengers are going towards this thing. As they fly past you guys, immediately there's going to be the scavenger takes 2 harpoon shots at the Golden Vice. Golden Vice's armor is, I think, 20, I believe. 18, a 17, both miss. Bitter Breath in his ride. He is that one. Okay. He is actually, interestingly, so he's driving. He looks to the side of him and he sees Feanor, and he is driving. He is going to be trying to drive to this direction. He actually has to go. He has to go less distance now.
Well, does he know it's there though?
No, but here's the other thing. It's not that it's not that he knows it's there. It's that he's like, if in the terms of like how cars are driving and things like that, like that's where he wants to end up, but he actually can't go that direction just based off the order of things happening. So he has to go like out here and then actually over to like there. If you know what I mean. Like basically he can't. He's not gonna try to drive through everybody.
Yeah.
So he takes a route around that side. All right, Hamon. Before the car moves, it is your turn. So yeah, if you have an idea, you can tell me.
Well, it all comes down to: is there any chance I could detect this or sense something like this?
Give me an Arcana check.
Because I imagine this is gonna be very difficult. But
Yeah, definitely.
If I can, this will be amazing.
Portents?
Let's go.
You do have portents?
I'm tempted, but
That'd be 18 plus, I think, what, 7 for you?
9. That'd be a
9.
straight 27.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna we'll use my portent. We'll make that a 27 roll. We want this to work.
So you roll up 27, and it's basically like you're watching as Glimmer is, Glimmer is basically mid stride as well of like getting up and out of the seat. So Glimmer, you haven't left your seat. Your plan, as you said, is to on your turn, jam it in gear, have it go straight, jump up to the harpoon thing, and take a shot.
Yeah,
So Hamon, as everything in slow motion is happening, you like look out the window and your eyes squint against the Avernus haze. And what is it you see? What tips you off to this? Because you definitely noticed the wall of force.
I think it's at first it was like not so much like spider sense, but some sort of more Doctor Strange style of like, wait, something just happened.
Nice.
And then look over.
It's the portent, so it's like you knew this was going to happen.
Right. There's that kind of that deja vu almost feeling, right? It's like, oh wait, I know what's going on right now, and that's part of the divination aspect of it. So I know there's a wall of force in front of us. I don't necessarily know exactly what happened. Now there's two things to do. I need to know how heavy is this vehicle, the Golden
Doom.
Yeah, or Golden Doom. Yeah.
Or Golden Doom / this vehicle it weighs a ton. No, sorry, it does weigh a ton, but cargo capacity is a ton. Oh, there you go. It's 1,000. It's 12,000 pounds.
Okay, so that removes one option. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to go ahead and cast. So I already know from my experience, wall of force can only be 10 feet high, right? Yeah. So I'm going to cast my own wall of force as a ramp.
Yes.
So it's going to be it's small set. It's going to ramp up over it, but not all the way. So it only should get us up about 10 feet. So we're going to ramp this bitch.
Yeah, because I was like, angles and stuff.
And you're able to get both vehicles over, yeah?
Yes, because I could sense it and see both running this. It's going to be the same length of that, but angled.
That's cool.
It's going to be angled.
Okay, so yeah, this is great. It is like that slow mo because there's like 6 seconds of it. All of a sudden, you're like your head. We just watched slow motion as Hamon's head goes on a swivel, looks in front as like Glimmer's like, I'm gonna shoot the harpoon, and you're just like. And yeah, you get that like moment of clarity, and you see that ethereal shimmer, Hamon, of something just like appearing in front of you, right? It's like,
and it's definitely this instinct is not that I calculated it, but it's more of trusting. Just I know what's going to happen, so I cast it in a way. It has to work. Well, it doesn't have to work, but it's based off the instincts of the divination.
Yeah.
Saying that if I do this, we can get over this thing.
Yeah. So you go for it. Is it your turn? You're gonna do that?
Yeah, I'll cast Wall of Force, and it's going to be the same length. So this is where the geometry kind of comes into it. It's gonna angle.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I know that technically a 10-foot tall wall angled on its
Well,
side
he
would
can
not.
do
Well, I can also make
two
it go.
panels on top of each other, so it could be a 20-foot long slant.
Okay, or you can shape a flat surface made up of 10 foot by 10 of 10.
Yes, because they're contiguous.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
So fine. So I can make this a 35 by 20, right? So like a kind of a rectangle.
Yeah, don't worry about the 35 thing. I made that thing a little bit too long.
Okay.
So it's
Well,
like
yeah, whatever.
30.
It's basically a ramp of wall of force over her wall of force. So we should just clear it with 10 feet over the top. And it'll be kind of a steep guy. We'll probably get our asses into the seat because we're gonna go up a steep ramp here at high speeds. But it should just
Remember
get us
standing
over.
up on a bus from the fucking
Yeah, we're gonna go to
around.
speed bump.
Yeah, and so she probably made like this is gonna be a pretty thick ramp because she's smart. She didn't just make it a 10. Like I'm reading this thing, it doesn't say anywhere that you can't. Like you could make a 40 by 40 if you wanted to,
Yeah.
right? It doesn't say. Oh, each panel must be
Well, it's
contiguous with
10.
another panel. What does that mean? Definition.
That means
Contiguous.
contiguous has to
one
touch
side
one the
tension.
other. Yeah. That's all.
But you can have a total of 10 panels, so it would be...
It's 1,000 square feet.
No, so
It's
it could, you could
yeah.
still make a giant. You could still make a giant square. It doesn't need to be like a long line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
It can
so
be,
what I'm saying is that she could totally do. She's not stupid. This thing is definitely at least 20 feet high. There you go.
yeah.
Okay. So, assuming that we can still, okay. This is getting to the nitty gritties here, but I want to try to make this so it's gonna get both of us over.
Oh no, definitely will. I'm just saying, y'all, whoever's driving this bitches,
We're gonna
like
be
you're
going
going. It's not just a little bump. Y'all is fucking
God.
Fast and Furious Dom up in this family.
Another one. Hold on.
You're like, one last ride. Blah, off the edge. Okay, Hamon. So yeah, we watch as you cast the spell. Suddenly your wall shimmers into existence. Only you can see it. You line it up perfectly with that roll. You know where the other wall is. Is there anything you want young Churro to do? Besides hold on tight.
Yeah, hold on tight, buddy. That's honestly all he can do.
Hop in the engine, buddy.
Next round, I have something for him, but right now,
Okay,
this is
yeah, just
too much.
just gives you the
Hold on to
salute,
your
just throws
bacon.
himself into the engine.
Clutch your pearls.
All right, the High Warlord, he is fucking hauling ass to his position, which I believe is over there. Yeah, he's the 5th one to go, right? No, he's super far up. He's number 4. Okay, so he is getting that good distance. So moving around you, he avoids the wall because not that he knows it's there, just that he has to go around Sonya. Flipsis on her turn, she sees High Warlord Garage coming in that direction. So she stands up on top of the back of it, and
Close the
Derpy can
door.
yell at me if she doesn't want me to do this, but I am going to have her basically lightning bolt him. She says no. What would you like to do? All right, cool. She tells me she can do that. Oh, I need to give all of her spell slots back because she slept. She is sleep. All right. So a lightning bolt range. What is lightning bolt's range? Range 100-foot line. Is that with? Oh, it's definitely not within 100 feet though. That is unfortunate. I don't think she has anything that can reach right now.
The soul cannon?
Oh, the soul cannon. You're right. All right. Well, she jumps up on the soul cannon and takes a fucking shot at High Warlord Garage. So soul cannon.
visual.
So it's gonna have. It's gonna lose 1 charge. It is currently at 5 charges because 1 shot was taken earlier. So she goes up there, lines up against Garage, and thump, a 16 will unfortunately miss, as the AC of the Demon's Ride or the Devil's Ride is 23.
Does she have a higher range attack modifier? Just curious. Because you said we can use that instead.
Oh, of hers.
Yeah.
She is not she has a +3 dex, so it would be.
Got it.
But she's not really proficient with ranged weapon, or no, she's definitely not proficient with ranged martial weapons. So,
Yeah. Makes sense.
why did you say it doesn't? I don't know. I think it misses. I don't think she wants to use her luck. She doesn't feel like it. Glimmer. What do you do?
Something similar to this guy on the bus.
Oh,
Jesus.
Christ. Oh, God.
Holy fuck, that's intense.
He went through a building.
Aw.
Like a shed, to be fair.
Well, we're
but-
going. We don't need roads.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why it's important to have a good road budget.
So I guess what all happens during my turn? How does this happen? For
So you watch,
the
like,
truck.
you turn, slow motion, see Hamon cast a spell. You're about to leave your seat. I will allow you as Glimmer to make the judgment of what you want to do here.
I think as soon as we start going up, when I'm driving on flat land, it's like, oh, maybe I should not be
Mm-hmm.
moving about the cabin.
Seatbelts.
Yeah.
Please do
So
not
I
remove.
will. I'm gonna plant myself.
Okay.
And I will drive.
So you will drive. You go in that distance. You fucking launch. You, Hamon, Churro, launch off. Land, and you're definitely hitting the ground hard. As you grip the steering wheel, give me a use the Golden Vice's stat block and have give me a con save with the stat block of the Golden Vice.
7.
What? You rolled that? Okay. It's just like a bone rattling thud as this thing hits the ground. Bolts start to fly out left and right, and it's not that it. Well, it actually. But funny thing, I'm actually wrong. This thing is a beast and will not take any damage because of the gilded armor. It is immune to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Oh,
So
shit.
it would have taken, X amount of damage from falling, but Hamon and Glimmer, both of you guys give me, we'll call it just dexterity saves.
Okay. Yeah, this
Or
is
actually,
pretty
it's up to you. I know this isn't that much of a difference for Hamon, but it could either be a dexterity or a strength save, depending on how you're deciding to, like, avoid getting damaged by this big drop.
Oh boy.
I'll go Dex.
Yeah, I think I'll do the same.
Alright, so,
You guys got a 20.
Oh no.
I mean, it's not bad. Wow.
wow.
Maybe I think this is probably because Hamon, you realized that what was going to be happening, so you fucking like somehow either strapped yourself in. Basically you don't. You're ready. I was gonna say with that terrible of a roll, you basically do the fucking like back of the school bus, like hit the ceiling, hit the floor technique.
Probably because just by having to go through the actions of casting the spell, I couldn't get myself in a spot to like hold on to anything, so I'm just bouncing around.
Okay, so you take 2 damage, luckily, but I feel like maybe there's just like you. I feel like maybe Churro just like Mr. President says Mr. President to you and gets and just, get down.
Little piggy pillow helps soften the blow.
Yeah, for sure. All right, the other Hobgoblin captain, he hauls ass in that general direction, and the two guys in the back as they go past 2 shots with the grappling or with the harpoon flingers against Sonya. So Sonya you have a 21 AC. Boop, 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 bop, boop. Harpoon
Yes,
flinger,
on
15,
Sonya.
12, both miss, just flying above you. Sonya, it is now your turn. As you start to feel the Uncrashable 2, like you feel the gravity, you're about to get launched off of this thing. You also were in the middle of heading towards your harpoon station.
The hell are you doing, Lulu?
Lulu just looks back at you and shrugs with the steering wheel in her hand.
It's just not even jammed in yet.
Oh, trunk shrug.
So just a
Yeah,
dex save?
somehow Trunk shrugs. What would you like? All right, Sonya, you can tell me what you're gonna do here.
I think Sonya would be. Because is someone going after they went up?
Yes.
Would I be able to just like infer like, oh, we're
Oh yeah, you definitely
weird shit's going on.
see what's happening. Like they're definitely yeah.
I would like to football or like brace myself for like a hit sort of thing. I don't know. Like if someone do Dex more, try to go for like an athletic like.
That's what I was
brace
gonna say.
myself.
Yeah, you could definitely do a strength save here.
Yeah.
Are you still climbing up into the harpoon roost though?
I think with that, I would stop doing that and just like, give me that Lulu sort of thing. If I could just like go back to driving.
Yeah, so slow motion as you're going up this thing, the engine roaring, you launch off the top of the ramp. Give me a strength save. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely, and plus whatever, plus 4?
Yeah.
Plus 4, yeah. You brace yourself, brace yourself with your feet against the bulwark of the tormentor. You will take, it's still 2d6. Wow. You'll still take half of that damage. So it's 6 bludgeoning damage as Slobber Chops knocks you in your head. It's like just flies across the cabin. Boing.
I did 3, so.
And then give me a from the tormentor or the uncrashable 2. Give me a con save for it as well.
Yeah. Do I just click con?
Yeah, just click on. Sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, takes half the damage, hence no damage because it doesn't meet the damage threshold. You launch off and go roaring past. Land in a giant dust cloud next to the golden vice. And keep going. Okay, wowzers. Okay, so it's top of the round. I forgot I actually did the other round wrong because I'm getting used to this new initiative system, but that's okay. All right, drivers, please re-roll your initiative. So that means Aphelion, Glimmer, and Sonya for our squad.
Start your initiative.
Start your initiatives.
Same number.
Damn, I am good
Whoa.
at rolling dice.
You're good at rolling the same number?
I liked my 24.
Okay.
I missed my 24.
I had a 24. Wait, take my 24.
So the thing I didn't do right last time was the fact that it didn't work. I think it did. Oh no, it did. Did it work? Nope. Group init.
It's a group, isn't it?
Go machine go burr.
Go.
I swear, I don't know. I think it
Roll
might be
20 machine
lagging.
go burr.
It says you're typing.
Yeah, it says I'm typing, but it's not giving me the time of day.
Saucy much.
Oh, I wonder if I have to remove them. I might have to. Which sucks. But okay. All right, you guys all re-rolled your ish though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yas?
Happened.
There you go. That's what I needed to remove them. All right. Turn order and settings descending. Okay, so the way that this should be working is that the wait, where are you, Aphelion? You're down there. Whoa. Okay, so now we start from the bottom. Sonya, it should work that the person with the lowest one tells me where they're going first because everybody else gets to react better to that. Okay, so Sonya, hard landing, still being chased, soul train in the distance. What's your plan?
I think at this point, with like no one really to help me man the guns and go with this treachery afoot, I think Sonya would just be ready to and still keep going in a straight line, I think.
Okay. Do you want to jump up on the... Are you going to jump up on the turret or no?
I don't think so. But I would like to get ready to, like, get into close quarters and ram into someone's vehicle if they get close to us.
Okay. Do you think that... So, that's actually a good point. You have 100
Or
feet of...
at least with, like, the raking sides, I think, like, to kind of, like, Ben Hur it.
Gotcha. So, you're kind of... You're looking to go into a defensive position, I would assume, more or less. Yeah. Right? Because that means that, like, because you're going to be the one going, quote-unquote, last, you're going to try to... Yeah, you'll go in an advantageous position to raking side somebody. All right. So, putting you up around... Nya. That's good there. Other Hobgoblin Captain, where you at? Super far behind. Why are these guys so far behind? It makes me sad. Okay. They're going to take the dash action and try to... Oh man, they're going to definitely be trying to catch up as much as they can. So, Aphelion, they're going to be heading, like, out there. See where that blue token just is?
Yep.
That's what he's going to do. He's going to dash out in there. Bitter Breath is angrily going after the Golden Doom. So he is not going to dash, but he is going to do his 120, 130 feet of movement, as he does, and he's going to go in that direction. Aphelion, where would you like to be going?
So I would just have it keep going straight, which should run into this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just keeps going straight. So
well,
yeah.
no, you're going to be going before him, FYI.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
Like you
Got
know
it,
where he's going to end up, so you can position the end of your movement in a better position to like be away from him. Basically,
Honestly, I would just go straight, and I would like to, when this vehicle should get into range this turn, right? The one with the caster on it. Well, I guess I should mention the range I'm talking about.
Yeah, I definitely want to know the range you're talking about.
60 feet. If I
You can move it, like if you move your full movement, it's probably going to be out of the range because you're going 110 right now.
Yeah. Okay, in that case, I will just
You can, if you want to, you're more than welcome to set it in a straight line at a certain distance. It doesn't have to move the full movement.
I'm just thinking, will it be within 120 feet?
Yes.
Okay, then I want to aim at her with guiding bolt at second level.
Okay, so we're gonna move. You're just going straight. We're gonna call
Straight
it a.
line.
You're not making this thing dash, right?
Not making a dash
Yeah,
now.
so
Poking my
straight-
head out the side and guiding bolting her.
Yeah, got it. Okay, so as it's going to be okay. So Aphelion, it's going to be weird because you're going to be moving before that car goes to that direction in the way that things are going.
I thought they moved first.
No,
because
we're going from where I'm telling you where she's going. Bitter Breath is driving, but he rolled very poorly.
Oh, okay.
Right. Do you want to? I mean, you're more than welcome to turn this thing around and, knowing that they're going to be there, basically just head on them as well.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I wanna go head on and I wanna aim for her. I'm gonna turn back. I'm gonna go head on.
So this is the
vehicle.
exact kind of thing for like why you have an advantage going after I tell you where that person's gonna end up. So now on your turn you can be like, well, fuck, I'm gonna like turn this thing around and basically try to run into them as they,
So
as
I
they
would
come
like
at
to
me.
plow the vehicle and also shoot a guiding bolt at her because she's hanging up the side, right? So she has no
is.
cover.
However, I have to say the plowing, like the whole getting this thing to do a full 180 is gonna be your action. Because it's right, like you're
Then
not,
never
but
mind, forget
but
it.
you are going to be traveling at 20 feet, and you're going to be able to do the ram and charge ability against him.
Since
Yeah,
Thomas
but the
tank
goal
engine's
is
pretty hard to turn.
The whole goal I had was to hit the caster, get the caster out of the fight if I can.
But I mean, it's going to be a head-on collision. She's hanging
Yeah.
off the side with one arm right now.
I guess actually, can I go for more of like a T-bone on the side and like aim at her directly?
Sure, you can try. That's going to be tough. I'm just
Yeah.
going to say you're able to run into them head-on. That's what you're going to be able to do, and it's
So-
going to have results.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do it. Why not?
Mhm.
I'll go after Bitter Breath, and I mean, there's two of the leaders in there, so
Yeah, two of them.
seems like
You're
a
right.
good idea.
So instead of it being there, it's basically you have 110 feet of movement, so it's going to be a nice. And actually, you could like because this thing has got to go on a big lazy turn, right? Like you got to fucking be like, oh wait, where's that?
I mean, no, it's a tank. I can just turn around on the spot.
Nah, it's multi-track drifting.
Multi-track
dude.
drifting.
Multi-track drifting, yes. Well, yeah,
Oh, there you
like
go.
that.
Actually, that's perfect. Look at this. So this movement right there, having that thing go, brrrr, that's where you're going to end up on your turn. You might actually T-bone
Okay.
him. Actually,
Yeah, I'll try it.
Nice.
I would say, like, probably, like, I would do, like, a dex check to see if I can hit her specifically.
Yeah. Some aiming there. Perfect. Okay, Glimmer, you've landed hard. You're going to be driving forward. What are you going to be doing?
Well, my plan, seeing where they're going here, was going to be to hit them.
Oh, God.
Do it. Let's just fucking
How does this
crush
work
them.
if there's a train hitting them and we're hitting them? Well, can we
It's
drive-
going to be a big kablooey.
Can we drive through them since we have more than 100? Or since we have
No,
100
so
feet
you
of
can,
movement?
if you want to, you'll be able to, like, Aphelion chose to end right there because that's where the other one's going to end, so that's going to result in a collision, right?
Right.
If you decide to take this token, for example, if you decide to move it through them and ending there, because you're going to be going first, you're not going to make any contact with them.
Okay, so we can't hit them like that.
No, you could hit them. You could hit them if you decide to like end it right there.
Oh, okay, so I just have to end.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can both.
Oh, Mo,
The
do you
Golden
wanna get on
Doom
the
is
wrecking
not
ball?
really meant for ramming, but
Yeah, no, wrecking ball him.
oh,
as you go
you could
past.
totally wrecking ball them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking metal.
Because we could go like right here.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
have Hamon run to the wrecking ball or something, or you could.
Yeah.
You know, somebody would have to run to the wrecking ball because you're driving this shit.
Yeah, so
I could. Yeah, if you yell back at me to do that, I could see the value in it, and I would consider that my action then probably. With Churro's assistance, try to make it work.
Okay. Do you want to do that, Glimmer? Is that where you're gonna end?
Yeah.
Okay, great. High Warlord is seeing all this stuff. Oh man, his eyes go wide as he realizes that there's about to be a big fucking accident. This is not gonna be good.
Somewhere in the corner of hell, all the insurance agents are
Are just like, yeah. So he's gonna go right there.
They like
And
already have
then-
denied claims in front of them.
I'm having Captain. Where's this guy gonna go? Jeez. He's a little bit spooked, so he's gonna be turning this way and going right here. Yeah. Okay, so everything now sits back in motion. That was the planning phase. Is this guy zooms past over to here. He will take his dudes on the thing, take a pot shot at the golden doom. So another two shots with the harpoon flingers. Thunk, thunk. Both of them miss. Very not good at shooting. Feanor.
At least they're consistent.
Yeah, no, at least they're consistent, right? Feanor, hanging off the side of this thing. She's definitely casting some more shit. At the golden doom in particular.
She wants her ride back.
you can't be doing anything too dangerous because she doesn't want to wreck her ride.
That is true, but she wants to try to disable it.
Yeah.
So she is going to do a. Well, seeing as well, she does have more slots for that, but.
I hope she's just too distracted to see there's a train coming to
There's a
T-Bar.
train coming at them. She's
be the
going
perfect time
to
to
she's going
throw
to
this
level 4 lightning bolt at the golden vice. Can she do that? Is that enough distance? Yeah, it'll basically tickle it. She's not going to be hitting anybody within it, but she's going to be mainly trying to slow down the golden vice. So level 4 lightning bolt. Wow, at that cast. Okay, so Glimmer, give me a dexterity save for the golden vice.
Yeah.
Sick.
Bruh.
Bruh, golden vice is like, I don't want my owner back. So it'll take half of that damage. I do believe
Dude,
they
it's
still
loving the
do.
Miami life.
Yeah. Resistance to bludgeoning, immunity, fire, poison, and psychic. It does take half of that damage. It meets the damage threshold. It meets the mishap. No, it doesn't meet the mishap threshold, does it?
Nope. The 14.
Off by 1 or 2.
Off by
Yeah,
one, I think.
14. So you take 14 damage. That's not too bad. But yeah, you don't. It doesn't. Her goal was to make you have a mishap, and it didn't happen. So good shit. Okay. High Warlord is just fucking burning rubber over to this direction. Hamon, okay, on your turn, you're gonna jump into the whatchamacallit?
Yep, I'm gonna head over and I'll say, vamos, Charo. We have to try to hit this thing real hard.
Okay.
And I'll get into there. It's like, how does this thing work? Okay, hit this. Okay, and then yeah, I'll hold my turn or whatever to try to attack with that as we get in range.
Exactly. So Glimmer, you're driving, moving it in this direction, basically ending right there. A Flipsis is on the Flipsis is gonna brace herself in the seeing as this thing is turned around and it's starting to turn around. She's gonna brace herself and be ready here because this is about to be severely scary. She can see High Warlord Garage, so she'll actually seeing as you couldn't hit him with the soul cannon. She will, seeing another lightning bolt streak across the battlefield. She's also going to cast her lightning bolt at 3rd level. to try to zap the Devil's Ride.
32. That's kind of
Yeah, a solid amount of damage. The Devil's Ride, however, does have a pretty high dexterity. And what is the juke? The Devil's Ride can use it. I'm not going to give it the juke thing. It fails. So the Devil's Ride takes a full 32. Devil's Ride blows up.
Damn.
Devil's Rides only have 30 HP.
Do they?
Yes.
That explains how
kinda
the Fluxus
fragile.
died so quick.
No, that's not your Devil's Ride, Derpy. That is the enemy's Devil's Ride that you just blew up. So
And brief panic in the background.
yeah, we watch. Yeah, there's a moment of panic in the background. We watch as he also does. He also has to make that dex save, which he fails to. So he also takes the 32 lightning damage. So not only the Devil's Ride explodes, he gets thrown off it. I'm gonna make him have another dexterity save as he needs to. He hits the ground and just fucking like does the cartoon face into the ground, just as he'll take another another 2d6 just bludgeoning damage from just going face first into the floor. So his bike gone. He is no longer a driver. He is on foot.
Like a pleb.
Yeah.
He's like one of those like scenes from the Red Asphalt movies we had to watch while learning driving school.
Oh God, Jesus Christ! Just
That shit was terrible.
Yeah.
Yep.
skid mark. All right, Aphelion, you're positioning. You're cranking this thing around, and actually, I want. Oh no! You're gonna get to roll Crushing Treads because High Warlord Garage is in the way.
Oh, this is glorious.
Okay. Crushing Treads.
He's gonna make a dexterity save at disadvantage because he is prone. So if he
That
fails
also
this,
doubles Crushing Treads, doesn't it?
it will.
if he fails.
If he's not able to roll out of the way. He rolls a 16, so he's able to roll out of the way. So he sees it coming, he looks up, dust covering his face, and he scrambles out of the way as the soul train thunders past him.
Whew. That was messy.
That would have
Also
been
really
messy,
cool.
indeed. All right. So you are there. Bitter Breath is driving his shit, and this is about to be bad. So we basically just watch as all this unfolds. There's this lightning arcing across the battlefield. Stuff blows up, and Bitter Breath drives his. He just is like, there's that. Oh God, yeah. Once again, such a Mad Max moment as there's just like the zoom in, eyes wide of like through Bitter Breath's helmet as he is zooming towards you guys. Just like a big moment of like, oh shit. As yes, we will brace for impact. So,
Yep.
give me
I
a
imagine I'm
kind of
like leaning
give
out
me a
the
dexterity
window.
check, Aphelion, to see if you can line this shit up.
Okay, I'm gonna use.
I would give you a portent, but I'm all out.
dexterity.
You're
check,
out of portents.
Well, I have one that's a low port.
Yeah, you don't want
A 10. It's average.
Yeah. I don't know if that's going to be able to hit her because I'm going to be using her AC basically. And she has
Got
mage
it.
armor on right now, so she's a little bit higher than that. But you do a full ram into the side of this thing. You watch as we basically see that like super fast zoom in camera on her eyes as she.
Wait, question. If it's her AC, then wouldn't it be an attack? In which case.
No, I'm just saying. Just she's like.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big fucking hit on this thing, no matter
Yeah.
what.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm getting some super duper lag on Roll20 right now. Oh no, now we're good. Are we? Good lord, we're not. Everything decided to blow up. Reloading. Give me a moment. So
and-
as I come back in, you're going to be rolling 4d10 or no 8d10 plus 4.
Yeah.
The ram doesn't have a to hit, does it?
Ram does have it to hit, which feels weird.
What's the to hit? It's plus 10.
Plus 9.
Oh, you're gonna
But
hit
so
this
we can use our.
It's
our-
probably like had you,
Actually, I
did
think
you
that's
line it
the
up
same,
well
so,
enough. Right?
yeah.
Like, that's what that's
So I will use my inspiration on this guy.
Good idea.
blast him.
So a 20. Wait,
26,
I guess it
Jesus.
didn't. Oh, because I
Just make
used.
sure
I have
to-
inspiration checked on mine.
Do it again.
So,
28.
Oh man, so
So
close.
close to crit.
Almost went off a crit. That would have been absolutely bonkers. So everything
Barbaric.
happens in slow motion here as you just blast into the side of this thing. It hits, absolutely hits. Give me a.
That's low damage.
Okay, so
Yeah.
is that low? Wait, did you do 8? You need to do 8d10.
It's 8. Okay.
So which is doubled? Oh no, just roll another 48.
You need to do another 4d10.
40. Yeah, 40.
So
37 total then.
37,
So
yeah,
37
and
total, doubled.
Woo!
And then also they need to make a DC strength save. The vehicle does.
It doesn't matter as you destroy this vehicle. Tormentors, once again, I mean, Sonya can see the health of the Tormentor. It only has 60 HP. These things they're like dune buggies, right? So once again, there's another just like straight up like everybody freaks out as poor Bitterbreath and his crew just get decimated. The Tormentor below him explodes just gets thudded, and there's just end over end. It's flying through the air, scraps of metal raining down on everybody as they all are basically like flung out onto the ground around them. All of them are going to be taking some nice bludgeoning damage as they get fucking like that's an impactful hit. So we're going to be doing 4d6.
Also, just to add to this, I should be swinging the wrecking ball around at the same time, right? So that's
yes,
gonna,
you are. Do you want
They're gonna
to?
hit
You can.
people.
You can use your mage eyes to hit somebody specifically.
Oh, absolutely. Let's do that. We're aiming for the captain, Bitterbreath.
Okay, so slow motion as it's flying through the air, you see Bitterbreath being thrown from the vehicle. Go ahead and give me that attack.
That should be. I just clicked on this, right? Only a 15.
15 is unfortunately not enough to hit him as he is flying through the air. What were you gonna say, though, Glimmer?
I didn't see anything.
Oh, I thought you were. Okay.
I had something else.
All right, but so that is not enough to hit him. Then we got they all are gonna have to do some dexterity saves. Let me do that really quick. What were you gonna do, Aphelion?
Use my action surge to dash with the vehicle?
No.
Okay. Unsure. I was unsure. I will use my action surge though, and I'm going to aim at the caster because she's the one I'm worried about.
Okay.
And we're gonna do.
So as they all fall, sorry, just one moment. As they all fall to the ground, Bitterbreath will take half of that damage. That was 19, so he takes 9. He is resistant to bludgeoning, so 4. Feanor also saves. She'll take the 9. She's not resistant to bludgeoning. All the hobgoblins, they all failed. So they take all of them. Take the full. Oh, all the hobgoblins die.
Oh,
So this thing. Oh, it's this terrible wreck. It's so bad. They all just go flying out of there. They're tangled up in the wreckage of the debris, metal mixed with limbs and body parts of hobgoblins, just all over the place. Bitterbreath lands, does the fucking superhero like stance. He angrily grits his teeth. It is so. You've hit him though, Aphelion. You can. What was your action surge going to be?
Attacking Feanor
Okay.
with a 2nd level guiding bolt.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So what? 22.
She's to hit.
Mm-hmm.
From her position on the ground, she immediately counterspells it.
Okay. Yeah, and that's just there's no.
Yeah, it's
anything
high enough that she's not going to. She burns a counterspell.
Wait, I thought she used a reaction.
No, she hasn't used her
Okay,
reaction at
never
all.
mind. I thought she did. I don't know why.
Oh, counterspell.
Counterspell. Yep. Okay. Well,
Okay.
because my
So
action
she just looks up at you. There's a look of fear on her face as she's already fallen once to you guys, and she just counterspells. Looks over at Bitterbreath. It's still his turn. Bitterbreath grits his teeth, looking at you guys. Looks angrily at you, Aphelion, through the kind of like slat of this soul train. And he will use a ability of his from a nice enhanced fiends supplement. He takes his fork off of his back and slams it into the ground. Hellscape eruption. Beneath the soul train, suddenly there's a blast of infernal fire. There is The Soul Train needs to. Well, it actually doesn't take any damage, does it?
Yes, it's got a pretty high threshold, doesn't it?
No, it's immune to fire.
Oh, that too.
Who could he try to? I mean, it's basically gonna be just like. Yeah, this is a weird thing. Does he have anything else? It may not be the best idea to do that. No.
Can you be trying to knock it over? Like knock the Soul Train over?
I guess he could try to, right? Yeah. So it could be have the Soul Train do a dex save or be knocked prone.
Can it be knocked prone?
Yes.
That's
Unless
okay.
it's on
I thought
DC 15 strength or be knocked prone, yeah.
I just didn't think a vehicle could really.
They're all no, they definitely can, and that's the
Yeah,
there
they
is a
prone
prone.
deficiency.
All the vehicles that have a thing called prone deficiency,
Got it. Okay, so strength.
deficient to prone.
Drink your milk, kids. You don't have to
Oh
hold
no,
efficiency.
a dex save.
No, it's a DC 15 strength save or be knocked prone,
Oh,
and then
got
there's
it,
a dex save for the magma. Oh, so the Soul Train gets knocked on its side. Oh no! Holy shit! Soul Train, yeah.
back on his wheel.
Yeah, so just right under one of the treads, there's an eruption of magma, and suddenly you're bucked to the side as the Soul Train is prone.
Okay.
Oh, this is bad.
Well, this is so cool because now this is pretty much devolved into a foot battle.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm also thinking, how do we get that train back up? Like, we'll have to figure
Oh,
that
you
out
got
later.
some-
We have grapples and stuff.
I got
there.
cranes.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah. We could probably figure something.
Okay, so that was his turn. Great. Holy
It
shit.
just launched off the ramp, right? So,
Yeah. Where's this guy going?
Glorious.
Forget. He is. Where the hell is he going?
I don't know, but I love the Yahoo watermark on that.
Yahoo.
It's so out of place. Yahoo!
From a simpler time.
Yeah. It also looks like it'll be straight from Red Dead. To be fair.
This guy's
Pretty
going
sure I
there.
did
Oh, God.
Not too
Am I
worried
in
about
that
it.
green?
Sonya, you're. All this shit's happening. Everything's blowing up around you. What are you gonna do? Sonya, you know where you're heading. You're heading there. The tables have definitely turned, however. There's one guy on the ground over here who actually you are going to be able to you're going to be able to do your thingy on him.
Yeah. I think I got
The
it, 'cause
raking
he's the one
sides.
who's-
Yeah.
Who I can reach, so it'd be kind of like, hey Lulu, let's make some sausage.
Okay.
They're gonna basically just
So
go
you're
right
gonna
for that
end your
nerd.
you're gonna end your turn at where you were going to. He is going to roll a at disadvantage dex save. He fails it because it was at disadvantage. I think it's a DC 13, so he is actually going to be able to hop out of the way, I believe.
This guy's just rolling.
Yeah, he's just rolling all over the place. Dominic isn't prone. Oh, he's prone. So he just
Well
gets,
then.
I think, when a creature moves within 5 feet of a creature that is not prone or another vehicle for the first time, it can rake the creature. Oh, because he's prone, he actually is below your raking sides.
Oh, well, can I just go for the wheels then?
Sure. You
I
want to
don't
crush
know.
him?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
it's
still
a
save
DC
anyways,
13
though. But, oh, if the
Yeah.
creature's already prone, it takes an extra.
Hit him with squish.
Fuck it, you run him over. This is too funny.
Okay.
So there's just like a... You just like, you do a side swipe around and just run him over. Give me that damage. Do it.
Oh, that's just the words.
Yeah, just that's just the words.
So it'd be 4d10 'cause
4d10
he's-
bludgeoning
yeah.
damage.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so 21 bludgeoning damage on this guy. Oh god. All right.
I was imagining that Command and Conquer tank running over infantry sound, or yeah. That,
Oh man, I've been playing that remaster.
Oh, the remaster?
oh, yeah. Is it worth getting? 'Cause I was thinking about
It's
it.
really like the remastered soundtrack alone is worth it, but yeah, it's good.
All right,
Okay,
so these guys, they're driving past, and we just see the all the hobgoblins in the back of the vehicle. Their heads are on a swivel, just like, oh shit, as they fly past you guys. So 2 harpoon flings, both miss. They can't. Harpoon flingers are ass against other things. Just like tukunk, 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 tukunk.
I meant for hitting squishies, I
I think
guess.
they're more for like sieging a location.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're at the top of the round. I think that was the last guy to go. Well, whatever. I think the other guy was supposed to go to that position, but I don't give a fuck. You guys are all moving around. I love it. Whoever's still, actually, so Aphelion, you're technically not driving anymore, so you can re-roll just for whatever you want to do.
Okay.
It is incapacitated until you can write it. So we need more stuff from new initiative from Glimmer, from Sonya, and from the 2 Hobgoblin guys.
Let's try this again.
Oh, it's just gonna be.
So I got a 13. I just had to click my token because I'm lagging like crazy all of a sudden.
Yeah, I had to
Yeah,
reload.
roll 20 is pretty.
No,
yeah.
reload,
I'll
it'll
reload
get
it.
better. Roll 20 took a big old
Okay.
poo-poo. Like a dinky
That's-
major.
Random question: how heavy is the Soul Train? I imagine it must be massive.
Soul Train's stupid heavy. It's like double the weight of a demon grinder.
Okay, it's like 24,000 pounds or
Yeah.
something like that.
Basically, somehow Bitter
What about
Breath
the-
found the perfect point of getting a blast underneath the right treads to yeet that thing. I'm
Okay.
imagining also it was,
that thing.
I'm imagining it was also something close to like Grand Theft Auto physics, where they're just like you just like clipped into a rock the wrong
I
way.
mean, with me having just done like
now you just fly across the world.
me having just done like a full 360 loop, I would imagine we were like up on like.
Oh yeah, like on one tread, just like.
Yeah. Already your momentum's like barely. You're probably barely over like the.
The center of gravity was all off for sure. I love it. That's so funny. There's only 2 of them that actually are driving. So group it. Those guys. Bitter Breath needs to put his thing in there, and High Warlord Garage needs to put his thing in there. So now everything is back. Bitter Breath. Ooh, he's up first. Actually, no, drivers. My bad. Aphelion. Oh, you're no longer driving.
Yeah,
Sonya.
I mean, would I still be driving if can I use the grappler to right the vehicle?
Yes.
Okay.
You can attempt
then
to.
in that case,
You can attempt to. Let me look at the prone thing. So it can't right itself. So you have to flip upright. There is. Give me a quick moment because I want to make sure that you're able to do this. Rules. Mishaps. Flip. Oh. Yeah, the vehicle flips over, falls prone, and becomes dead. Any unsecured. Yeah, you guys all fall over. Oh shit. There is no DC repair. You're pretty much. Yeah, it's gonna take some major effort to get this thing back up and
It's
over.
not an in combat thing.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna roll out.
Okay, you'll do this on your turn though, because
Yeah,
we're no longer doing
yeah.
the drivey things. But you're outside the vehicle. That's absolutely fine. Okay,
Yep. Oh,
Sonya.
I reloaded and still lagging like crazy.
Sonya, you've run over a hobgoblin warlord, and now you notice as everything is turned into this weird amalgamation of like foot combat versus car combat. As there's still 2 vehicles driving around like crazy in the distance. They're out on the peripherals. Meanwhile, the 2 big bads are right there in the middle between your buddies.
Yeah, I want to run over as many people as possible. I mean, as many enemies as possible, I should say. I don't want to run over all my
Yeah, please don't run me over.
friends. You're
I've already
probably
died
fine.
once. I mean, I didn't die. Just kidding.
I love it's like, how'd your soul get reclaimed? Well, Goodyear had a hand in it.
Yeah, he just comes back with the tire tread like tattoo across the face.
It's not a tramp stamp. I got run over. I think I would try. That's some pretty precise driving to like try to get
Yeah.
clipped
We're gonna be
here.
moving. We're gonna be moving too, right? Like
Yeah, so
everything's gonna
like
be-
Glimmer is going to be moving out of the way before you, Sonya, right before you. So he'll be out of there.
Okay. Yeah, I would want to go this way and try to run over as many people as. I guess I can only do one like running over with like, the crushing wheels, right? Okay, I can move through.
Yeah,
the space
no, it's every time you
medium,
move
what's
through. It's every time you move through a space.
Oh, then the ranking size is within 5 feet. That isn't prone. Well, in that case, yeah, we're gonna maximize.
You can,
it, like,
yeah.
here,
Welcome to the meat grinder.
here, and then I can't tell an initiative where like this vehicle is, but if they are moving, I want to also rake them if I can get within range of it.
Okay, so let's we'll move your thing. You're gonna do your full movement. It's gonna be 100. So you're basically just trying to do.
I
that.
just want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're here to run shit over and chew bubblegum.
That sounds good to me. Okay, so that's yours, Glimmer. Your movement? You're still moving. Your direction of movement right now is like that way. By the way.
Okay. And I have no idea where these guys up here are going, right? So it's kind of pointless to try and go after them.
Yeah, you don't know where they're going to be going. You have no inkling.
Okay.
Should have bought Splatoon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got him. Can I hold?
Lunacy's on break.
I pull like the big loop, come around for Feanor. Like that?
Yes, you can pull the big loop.
Okay.
I want to do that. That's a pretty fucking tight turn. So you're gonna have to do some sort of dexterity roll for that for sure.
We could have more movement than that, so we can make it bigger.
Yes, yeah, and that's a little bit more doable. That's like a 90 degree, or that is a 180. Christ, these fireworks are nuts out here.
Everyone going ham with them. I don't know what's going on. It's all over the country too.
Yeah, climate, man. On your turn, Glimmer, that's fine. 100% want you to be able to do that, but you're definitely going to have to give me a nice, like it's basically like a dexterity vehicle handling check to try to run into this dude, or run into him. Also, if you're trying to run into somebody on your... Yeah.
Oh, I guess that puts me in a pretty bad place next turn for where that soul train is.
Kind of does. Your call. Soul Train's not moving. Soul Train's flipped.
You could slam the brakes while you're doing that turn too, right? If we're trying to stop here. I don't know what the mechanics of slowing down these things are.
Oh, it's a full action to go do a whole halt.
I see. So okay.
Maybe instead I'll do this, I'll start turning around this way.
Okay.
Nice. I get a broadside on him.
Okay, so here, basically doing like that, more or less.
Does Bitter Breath get an attack of opportunity from his prone position?
No, he's prone.
Yeah, eat shit, nerd.
Can I just yell out to Aphelion as a bonus action?
Oh, he's not.
You got
No,
this,
he is not prone. By the way,
Oh.
because he
Oh,
landed
that's right.
correctly. Feanor was prone. No, Feanor saved.
I know the Hobgoblin just splattered. That's
They
right, so
will, but they will. But Bitter Breath might move as well. He goes first,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
He's a big boy too.
So you're gonna end there, Mr.
Oh,
Boomer.
by the way, I'm a 13, not a 7.
Oh, you're 13.
I had to because I clicked on my token, but it didn't count because I was lagging.
Gotcha. All right.
Can I use my bonus action?
Yeah, you would be able to use bonus action for sure.
Yeah, can I yell out to Aphelion as I see him like face first in the dirt, like, "You got this, buddy"? Give inspiration.
All right, so you'll be giving him inspiration. I'll allow you to give it to him before his turn. That's fine. But because you're technically going after him, but I'll allow it. All right. Last drivers are these hobgoblin homies, and they're just gonna be the one up here. The one actually down here. He goes first. Damn, yeah. What do they want to do? They're just like, I feel like they're just gonna be circling around trying to. They're definitely gonna try to pick up their warlord buddy, because they kind of like them. And then the other one is going to do a full 180 and come back in this direction. Okay. Jesus Christ! Everything is all over the place, everywhere.
Great, I love this.
Yeah. Just all right. So Bitter Breath is up first. I'm pretty sure. I think he has a higher dex than the other homies. He definitely does. Okay. So Bitter Breath being up first, he is going to angrily walk forward as he sees Aphelion there, and more or less Yeah, he about to attack you, Aphelion, but he actually needs to roll the d6 to see if he recharges his stuff. Rolling dice. He does not recharge his stuff, so he is going to, at normal, not at advantage here, as you're crawling, as you stand up and face him, Aphelion. Fork attack.
Okay, so am I not prone?
No, you're not prone. You're out
Okay,
there.
okay.
You've crawled out. You've stood up.
Yeah,
crit.
will hit me.
Yeah, for 29 damage.
Ouch.
A 17, which will miss you. And then he spins around and tries to kabonk you with his tail. An 11, a critical fail. The tail digs into, gets lodged underneath the Soul Train's chassis. Its prone chassis. You'll have advantage on attacks against him as he starts to like try to pull it out of the thing. He's like, "Argh." You just hear him as he can't speak because he is an angry bitter breath boy. He has no voice. So, you will get advantage on him as he is stuck there. Okay. Hobgoblin Captain. That boy. Oh, it's when you zoom in. I think it's just because this map is too grande.
He's big.
He's far too big. When zoom out, do better. Hobgoblin Captain. He will haul ass in this direction. As he gets closer. Hamon, oh, you're in the back of the thing, right?
Technically I'm still in the wrecking ball compartment.
Okay, so wrecking ball compartment, half cover.
Yeah.
They're gonna shoot. They're gonna take shots at you, my dude.
All right.
So
Okay.
you have half cover, granting you, I believe,
Plus 5.
Oh, it's +5 for half cover?
Plus, or sorry, no, +2 for half color, +5 for 3/4.
Yeah, it's just +2. And I mean, I didn't say this, but it's been default.
Yeah.
I still have mage armor on.
Oh, absolutely. I had Feanor
Right,
have
it-
mage armor on as well, so fuck it, you can have that.
The wizard tax.
The nice thing is I get to regenerate the first level spell slot anytime I cast a divination spell. So
Yeah, it's just like
basically
always there.
Yep.
So two nice shots with the harpoon flingers against you in particular.
Uh-huh.
11 and a 7, both miss.
Oh, both of them miss. Yeah, even without mage armor.
They fucking cannot attack for shit. Feanor she is standing. She is going to look at you, Aphelion. You're the only one who is out here. Feel like she still thinks she's got this. So
She's pretty cocky.
I mean, yeah,
She also, she got time stops. We know she's strong.
she is quite strong. She's going to. I think she thinks you're not too nuts of a threat right now, so she's just gonna shock and grasp you.
Okay,
A 12.
that'll
Will
miss.
She curses under her breath and will stay there. Aphelion, it is now your turn.
So I have advantage against bitter breath, right?
You do, yes.
Well, I guess I'm gonna attack him then.
Okay.
I'm going to use a bonus action to manifest echo.
Okay.
So I take my sword and I like scrape it down along the shield, and the sparks hit the ground and kind of like flame up into like a golden, translucent, like holy kind of flamey version of me right next to me.
It's like a mirror image kind of a thing.
Yep, like a mirror image.
What is an echo knight? Well, never mind. So
Yeah, it's the fighter subclass from
Critical
Matt
Role.
Merchant's book. Yep, from Critical Role.
Huh. All right.
Yep. So yeah, he's next to me. Just in
It's a
position right
Matt Mercer joint.
Gotcha. Is it based around like this like mirror imaging kind of thing or?
Yep.
Gotcha. That's new.
So I'm going to attack him twice at advantage if I can get the thing to. There we go. An 18
That'll hit him.
Yeah, give
Okay.
that mercury poisoning.
for not the poison because I have to expend stuff for that. 7 though. That's really disappointing damage. And then second attack is a 26.
Definitely hits him.
for 11. That's better. And then I will use this guy.
Okay, whenever you take an attack action, additional melee attack from the Echo's position, you're having it be like right next to it, I assume.
Yep, right next to me.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, keep track of that Constitution modifier number of uses.
yep.
Ooh, that one unfortunately misses as he. You have
Unfortunate.
advantage, but that'll miss him, unfortunately. But
Okay,
you do
and then I
have
can have my-
inspiration. Do you want to roll that D8?
Oh, yeah. I think I will.
So does this look different from anything Aphelios ever done before?
It looks very different from anything
Looks very
Aphelios ever done.
different.
That'll
Okay.
hit. Give me the damage.
Okay, so that's
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what this figure of yours looks like.
Ooh!
There's like a flaming echo of you, kind of like translucent.
Yep. Like, kind of golden, flamey.
I mean, it would literally. I could imagine it being like normally, as written, would look like a shadow of the person, kind of like, you know, one step behind the caster. But instead of the dark shadow,
Oh,
it's
your
a
pan style, but
yeah.
now it's going to be kind
Instead of the dark
help.
shadow, it's in this case, it's a illuminated and like radiant, kind of like
Interesting.
light.
Okay.
And
Okay.
also, I'm going to have it move.
Only franchise I ever think about.
I gotta figure out. I have to actually. I'm trying to figure out what a good token
Oh,
for this
yeah.
would be.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, so, and I'll have him move away from me.
Oh, this is really interesting. This is going to change my action for a reason. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so I'm gonna have my Echo move 30 feet straight away from me.
Okay.
Which
I
so-
am. Let me just try to find something that is. I don't have anything good.
And yeah, I would say, like, it's
Oh.
like a golden kind of, like, translucent, but then also has, like, a bit of, like, a flame to it that kind of flickers between gold and orange.
Just like the holy fire that I cast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot like the holy fire that you cast.
There's no good fucking.
But it's like, it's almost like it's flickering between, like, a golden fire and, like, a normal fire.
Okay.
So it's like it's like the two sides of it are fighting for dominance.
Nice. I think okay. So after that, your echo goes off to the side. I think we'll take a break here because it's 10. We've gone for
Oh wow, time
2 hours.
flies.
Yep.
Vehicle
And
combat.
a little over an hour and a half here of actual gameplay. Let's take a quick break, grab another drink, grab some snacks. Obviously, this is still going to be going on. I already kind of knew that this combat, I was like, they're either going to yeet it and run, or shit's going to hit the fan with the wall of force that I had planned. And yeah, so shit hit the fan.
I mean, it did hit the fan, and then we kind of got over it, and then we still came around.
Shit has the fan has been moving, and the shit has been moving, trying to hit said fan. and I think
just
when
like
the Soul
shit
Train
and
flipped
fans.
over is when shit has finally hit the fan.
I think it's a shit-seeking missile fan.
Shit
It's kind of
Yeah,
what's going on right now.
I mean, honestly, we're just in a room of fans and monkeys.
Yes, eventually shit will hit a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, there will be
Gotcha.
shit
I
hitting
love
fans, and it will affect everybody.
Yeah, this combat's
okay,
too fun.
so let's
I love
take
it.
that. Let's take a quick break, grab more beers and
Yep.
stuff like that. We'll be back less than
Yeah.
5 minutes. Everybody, run to the bathroom, do your
Yeah,
shit.
be real quick. Be right back. For sure.
All right, we'll be right back. Everybody who's still here on the stream, thank you guys for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Quick break, and we'll be right back. Please hold 5 minutes or more. And make the lighting match my hair. Derpy, make the lighting match. No, well, actually, I like this because it makes my hair actually stand. You can actually see the color of my hair, but if you make the lighting match my hair, it just like goes. Whoa, it does make it look more purple. All right, be right back, guys. Oh man, I forgot to put on any music. I'm sorry. This is super boring. All right, what's up?
Like for like
homies?
the first
You guys-
2/3 of the first season,
I mean,
and then like once you hit like the second season, like it starts hitting really fucking hard.
It goes into like important young adult lessons.
yeah,
Yeah.
I get that. It's definitely touching on the coming of age story. Definitely is
Mhm.
part of it.
Episode 7 in particular of the season 2.
Well, I'm probably watching that tonight too, so we'll see.
Yeah, that episode is one of the best episodes of anything.
Oh, and I have to say, now that I finished season 1, and I don't want to hijack this any further, I understand the whole "your girlfriend turned to the moon" reference now.
Yes,
I understand what that's all about.
that's
that was
rough,
actually,
buddy.
yeah, that's right. That was a, I mean, oh man, that was a really interesting. There's that setting itself is very strange because they're talking about like arranged marriages and like forced things in a very complicated way. But it feels like it matches the story in a good sense because of how it turns out and also how the characters react to it. I don't know.
Sorry, this is your shadows token, by the way. Destroy.
Wait, hold on. I just closed things.
I zoomed in too much, now I don't know where I am.
That's fantastic.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Bongo Cat.
We must protect this thing at all costs.
Yes.
All right. Yu-Gi-Oh! Bongo Cat is your shadow. Where did you want? You wanted it to the south of Bitter Breath?
Yeah, third. So I had him attack, and then I had him run away. So Bitter Breath could attack it.
Okay. Sure.
Oh yeah, I had to zoom in way closer because I was so. zoomed
He'll
up
do
in my
a
vehicle
he'll do a
combat.
fork. He'll do a fork attack on him.
Give him the fork.
Give him the forkin'. Crit him.
That'll hit.
Oh no.
So he's dead, basically, right? The
He's
shadow
dead,
goes
yeah.
away. Dang it! We don't get to have Bongo Cat Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. Okay.
That did not last.
No. How many times do you get to use that? Once per
Is that a
short rest?
con- Is that a con modifier one or is that the
No,
other thing?
that was
It
the-
is- There's no limit. It doesn't. I don't think.
Bonus action magically manifest an echo of yourself.
Yeah, there's no limit on it.
No limit? That's wild.
But also, it has 1 hit point, right?
Yeah.
Like it.
Oh,
just-
so it's truly like a mirror image. It doesn't do much.
Yeah.
It's
No
But-
limit. Echo with no limit. All right.
I do have a limit on the extra attacks. though.
Yes, that is true.
I'm also
But
glad
it-
that we crit that and not me though.
Yeah.
I
Again.
did crit you.
Again.
I'm
Technically.
curious, how much would that have done with the fork? If we are curious minds want to know.
We are, dude. I mean, it hit a Phelion for even more. He got crit
Yeah,
with the fork,
that's
and that was a pretty beef lord damage.
It's what, 31 on you, right? Or no, 29 on you. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Back into it. Hobgoblin Captain driving over to pick up his homie Garage. He's like, bruh, and the Garage is like, bro, and yeah, he's trying to pick his ass up.
Just the cluster of hobgoblins.
Yeah,
all going through,
Hobgoblins, ride of Hobgoblins.
So one of the creators,
bruh,
content
bruh.
creators I watch is the Russian Badger. I don't know if you've ever watched him. He's pretty funny though. But he's playing World of Tanks, and he replaced the enemy spotting you sound with bruh,
Bruh.
and then with a pitch
Bruh.
shifted like bruh. Yeah,
Very nice.
Bruh.
Okay, so those 2 shots were at the Uncrashable. So the second one hits the Uncrashable, dealing a solid 14 piercing damage to it. I'll take that off the Uncrashable's HP. That is not up to the damage threshold, but there is still a solid big-ass harpoon through the side of the Uncrashable. Big, mean man there. So Hobgoblin Captain went. High Warlord Garage jumps up, pulls one of the Hobgoblins, throws one of the Hobgoblins off, and jumps into the Scavenger. Yeah.
Get bent, nerd.
Oh, no. I mean, Scavengers, no, he jumps in. Sorry, Scavenger can hold up to 8 people. It's fine. He jumps in. He doesn't need to throw a dude off of that.
I prefer that he did anyways.
He just gets angry at the dudes. He probably jumps
Yep.
into. He probably
Is-
jumps into the driver's seat at least.
The Scavenger is like the minivan version of the.
Yes.
Cars?
Tormentor. It's a little bit bigger than a Tormentor, but it is a minivan
It's just
basically.
a clown car full of hobgoblins.
It's like if the Tormentor is like a compact and like the Demon Grinders and SUV. It's like a crossover.
Absolutely.
Oh god, got a Subaru Hobgoblin coming at us.
Subaru Hobgoblin.
Oh
Okay.
God.
So, Glimmer, you're up. The other
Does it have a
hobgoblins are
coexist
right
bumper
there. You
sticker?
can definitely do some. You can definitely do some maneuvering to get to that position.
Well, I'm going like around him and going right back around, right?
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah. I'll park it close.
And here comes Hamon on the. Yeah, you could. So, there's a big like ring as you kind of spin this shit around. And yeah, you're definitely going to be able to Hamon, give me that fucking kabonk with the
big bonker.
Yeah, the big bonker.
Oh shit! Sorry, I closed out
Churro-
the.
Yep.
Churro, I
Churro
don't know
can
if Churro can
assist
help me
you.
with this. I don't know
Churro
how
can
that would
assist
work.
you.
Okay, so does that give it advantage then? Or how does assist work with a wrecking
Advantage.
ball? All right. First one is a 12.
At advantage, unfortunately, you will miss. Wait, no, it's 27.
No, it's advantage, right? So, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you
Thanks,
definitely
Churros.
hit.
Churros like, no, this is how you make the
Thing
ball
swings
roll.
around. Okay,
It's just a moment where I'm like trying to pull the lever, and he's like, no.
wrong lever, Kronk.
Yeah. So those.
Hit the attack button or hit the attack. Click attack.
Sorry, I'm looking.
No, it's right there. You
Where's
can
one?
just click the thing.
Can I-
Click attack.
Oh, we can't. Yes, 31.
Pretty decent. All right,
And that's going into
that's 62
into
damage.
that's 62. Yeah, into the thing.
That's enough to damage threshold and mishap. Give me that 1d20, dude.
Oh, you got it. It's a 4.
4. Locked steering. The vehicle can only move in a straight line, and it automatically fails dex checks and dex saving throws until the mishap
God,
ends.
it's like Chinese ghosts. It goes forward and backwards now.
Yeah,
Have a curved staircase will defeat them.
it's got locked steering, bro. Locked steering.
Big bonk.
Yeah. All right, Sonya. Now you just get to drive through everybody.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking.
So you could actually drive around. I mean, you know where your ending spot is going to be. That's all I care about. I don't need to know, like, you didn't have to plan out the exact route. But yeah, so you could drive through. You could sideswipe Bitter Breath and Feanor and miss Aphelion. I don't know what you want to do. You can tell me.
I'll just duck.
Just duck.
Oh, I imagine it's kind of like a little convoluted to be kind of like hang a U here, and then come like flip a bitch here, and then you just kind of like cut across this way.
And you have to just make sure you're gonna end over here.
I need to zoom out. Hold on.
You're ending like a little bit south of the hobgoblins.
Yeah, so let's just kind of like Can I just like circle around them like that?
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll go for that.
Okay, so there's gonna be. I don't think you're gonna be running over anybody. You're gonna be doing a bunch of side swiping, basically.
Same idea.
Yeah. Oh, the first time on its turn.
Oh, is it only for? Yeah, the first time on turn. Oh, well, in that case, let's run these dudes over, and then we'll sideswipe this one down here.
Okay, sounds good to me. So Feanor needs to make. So yeah, absolutely. Feanor needs to make a dex save. Does not have advantage on this. Yeet gets run over just from behind.
Fuck yeah.
Bitter Breath at disadvantage because his tail is stuck still because it's not his turn again. He's very dexterous though, so yeah, he's gonna be able to be fine. And then you're gonna sideswipe these other guys. So the sideswiping thing is vehicle creature. Oh yeah, it's just you just do the damage on the vehicle. There's no save for a vehicle getting out of the way. So you'll end up. I'll move you down there. So it's just a nice and just and then a swing around here to there. Yeah, so Aphelion, you just see, you're just like, you look up and suddenly Sonya's just barreling towards you and just deftly runs over Feanor and Bitter Breath dodges out of the way.
There are very few phrases.
I don't even flinch.
Here,
I have
like-
full faith.
Full faith. Yeah,
It's like-
don't even. You know, he's not even playing chicken. Okay. So give me the running over stuff first, Mister.
Yeah, so first one, 14, and then I'll do 14 and then 3.
Okay, so that's the crushing wheels.
Yep. And then the raking size is also
Oh, it only will take it'll take 14 because she was not already prone, but that's still. It'll take the 14 there.
Oh, what's I'm saying is the 2d10 is the base.
Yep.
And then be knocked prone.
Oh yes, she is definitely prone right now.
Yeah, and if already prone, then it's the extra. But yeah, so it's just
Yep.
2d10 for that one.
And then the
other
raking
guy
size, was that the second one? No, raking size is 3d10, right?
Yeah, sorry, it should be 2d10.
Oh no, 2d10 plus 2. Do you want to just use that second roll, or nah, re-roll it? You can do better.
Yeah, we'll roll it. Oh god.
I believe in you.
There we go.
There you go. 15 damage. It's over the threshold, not enough to trigger another mishap, but that one is looking battered and beat up. So
I also just appreciate that there are very few cases in life where you hear something was deftly run over.
deftly run over. It's when
That's
you
a
hit that
great
puddle
combo.
correctly on the side of the road.
It's just a great D&D moment.
Yep, deftly ran over. So I consulted with Eclipsis. On her turn, she's still kind of like on their side, wakes up, looks over, jumps up, grabs toothpicks, and jumps on it, and is going to be riding toothpicks out of the sideways soul train. Let's see. Derpy, do you want to be doing lightning or do you want to do the grapple hook? All right. So she is going to tear out of here. Let's see, this way. Oh, I need to make everything on an actual thing. There we go. Tears out, goes this way, and as she passes by, she's going to attempt to shoot Feanor with the grappling hook. Okay. So
She is
let's
prone
see.
though.
A 14. 14 will miss, but as Derpy told me, she says, no, that's not how it worked, and will be using her luck point to try to re-roll that. Okay. So yeah,
luck
one
just
luck.
completely overrides disadvantage, right?
Luck?
Yeah.
You just re-roll. Essentially, it
So
turns
you're
into a single roll.
a d20, but
Oh, because
she's
it would be a
prone, you have
disadvantage
to
because
raise
she's
damage.
prone.
But it just
You get a
overrides it
third-
because you just re-roll.
Kind of, but you get a third roll.
I'm gonna just re-roll this again.
Yeah.
Wank. 17 will hit. There you go.
On the flip side, I guess you're strong on the flip side. It doesn't give you the same advantage if you or benefit if you have advantage on the reroll. So it's
Yeah.
tempered both directions.
Yeah, it is. So,
Yep.
yeah, she hits her with the grappling hook. So it is a deals a only two piercing damage, not a ton.
But he's stuck.
But but that is not the point. As now Eclipsis is driving away, dragging Feanor with her. So it is 60 feet of movement. So let me figure out how much further she can go here. So this way, that was 30. Takes the shot, can go an additional wow, out to here. Aphelion. You watch as suddenly, while she's on the ground, because that's definitely longer. She needs to remain within 60 feet. So she gets yoinked. Just fucking pulled away from you, being dragged behind toothpicks.
It's just as I see her get pulled away, I just say, "My advantage."
My advantage.
See you, nerd.
So now
my-
she's just being dragged behind this motorcycle. All right. Top of the round. All right, guys. All my drivers, Sonya and Glimmer, give me those rerolls.
You're not
Ooh.
quite an extra do stuff, but you know, whatever.
And the flips is not too.
Oh, I wonder if...
Ooh, dude. Now you guys are cooking. Oh, I deleted the guy. That's not what I meant to do. I was like, what happened? He gone. Neat. Okay. You guys rolled very
Moving
well
these
there.
Cheez-Its away from me before I end my entire
yo,
life with
yo,
them.
Get these
hand 'em over here.
Cheez-Its away from me.
Yo, hand him over here, bro. I can use some shit.
I would if I could.
I'm only like 1,200 miles away, but you know, whatever. Actually, no.
Go stand out in your
miles away.
backyard and I'll eat them.
Yeah, there you go. Big throw. Yeah, I'm ready to catch.
Okay. Be back in 5.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Glimmer will be driving first, but Hobgoblin Captain, this guy down here, gets to tell you where he's going to go. He is not. Oh, he has the mishap. So he's driving straight.
Yes. He cannot move.
Yeah, he's driving straight into a fucking bunch of rocks.
I don't know how timely.
Oh, this is totally oh my god, this is the prequel. Star Wars prequel scene when the pod racer's about to hit the fucking wall or whatever.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's like
Yeah.
High Warlord Garage is man, what can he really do? I mean, he doesn't. Bitter Breath is too close to Aphelion right now to really do for him to try to run over Aphelion because Aphelion's back is to the Soul Train, so he's just gotta fucking just drive.
Drive, bitch.
Yeah, drive. There you go. Okay, Sonya, where are you gonna be moving?
I'm gonna basically just try to turn around and just kind of come back up.
So another side swipe, ideally.
Yeah, we're just gonna kind of rinse and repeat, I guess.
Rinse it, vroom, vroom. All right, so it's gonna be you flip a bitch, side swipe it. I gotta move this thing over to here. Side swipe it this way. Oh, I actually needed to have Derpy roll as well for her initiative. And then you're gonna try to run over. Who are you gonna try to run over, Fandor or Bitter Breath?
You go for Bitter Breath.
Okay, so another run over of Bitter Breath.
This guy scream.
Yep, nice, nice.
Also just easier to hit.
Okay. Mr. Glimmer, what do you be doing?
Sorry, Bitter Breath was easier when I run over, right?
Is
So that car's
Bitter Breath is easier to run over, right?
No, he's not. He's pretty dexterous.
He's very dexterous.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Then, yeah, I would not go for him.
You're gonna try to catch Feanor then?
Yeah, Manor.
Okay, that's fine.
Is his tail still stuck?
His tail is he's gonna get it out at the beginning of his turn.
Okay. It
Basi-
won't take like an action or anything.
No, it is basically just that you had advantage on him
Got it.
for those first two those attacks. Glimmer
So I think.
also gonna run over the prone and being dragged Feanor.
Yeah.
You know, just
Yeah.
straight up Office Space, these guys with demonic.
Yeah, I
fucking
feel like
stars.
we have a bit of a vendetta here. Like, we're like, okay, we tried to be nice to you once. That's done. We're killing you.
Yep.
This is where your life will end.
Damn, it feels good to be a warlord.
Oh yes. Okay, so run over Feanor. And then you're gonna be going first. So you
where's
can.
Pinky going?
Where's Pinky going? Pinky is going over to here, just over this
Oh, there it
area.
is. My sheet was covering it. And what is this way over here, like to the right?
For the who?
Over here to the right, is that something? Oh, is that Aphelion's thing? Like, way to the right?
Oh yeah, I don't know what his little bird thing has been flapping around. It's back by his side. Don't
Oh,
worry.
Yeah, it was supposed to distract somebody.
Oh, alright.
I guess, yeah, it flew back to me.
It's there. Wow.
I'm not used to having that yet.
Yeah, dude. Trust me, it took Hamon like 4 or 5 sessions to remember Churro was around.
Oh yeah, it's
Still sometimes forgets.
Yep. It's
We all
cool.
sometimes forget.
it's just a thing.
I'm just like the posse guy now.
All right, so yeah, you got way too many things around you. So you can run over Feanor. You could shout out to Hamon to get out of the hammer thing and go into the chomper.
Full engineer style Hamon here, just working all the tools. I'm down with it.
Just give Feanor the big chomp.
I
Yeah,
got plenty of. I mean, I could also just back out and start casting spells, but
that's
these
true.
tools are pretty fun too.
Actually, Hamon, you will go later in the turn order, so
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't be able to do the runny over part.
Okay, so I'll probably end up doing my own thing then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will just
Run him
run
over.
her over. Come over here. Just be close.
Okay. Cool. Cool. So yeah, Glimmer, you are up first, so you get to do that. You just fucking flatten her. Nice job. All right, so you get to roll all the the golden vice, crushing wheels, fun shit. Yeah, that's gonna definitely smosh her because she does not have advantage on this. So it is DC 11. The creature is already prone. It takes additional. So she has disadvantage on these things. She fails. Oh my gosh, she's going to take that's so much damage.
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Is it 8d10?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Run this
Bruh. Oh my god!
Wait, hold on a second. I'm doing some stats real quick.
That's
keep rolling.
so
I need to
much
look at this.
damage. Dude, she's looking so rough.
She's not
Holy-
dead?
She's not dead off of that, no. But she okay, so you fucking
That's a 92 percentile roll, by the way.
oh bro, she is
That's some good shit.
is looking bad. You run her over and it's horrific. Just as she just gets flattened. I need to do I'm pretty sure Flip, would you be just continuing to like drive circles around with with your new friend in tow?
With her on the rocks and shit.
Does she take damage from being dragged?
She definitely will. I'll have her roll a dexterity save as she's being dragged to see if she can either, like surf on her butt or like
Just like water ski.
okay, Derpy Flipsis wants to do a trick with her attached to it. Okay, that's definitely doable.
Such a great
I'm
combat.
pretty sure
Holy
some
fuck.
shit's gonna happen on her turn anyways, though. We'll see. Okay, Bitter Breath sees Feanor's being just got run over. His concentration is on Aphelion. So
Buddy, how's it going?
yeah, he just stares at you, black smoke spewing from his open mouth as his eyes glow red. He is going to roll a d6. Once again, he cannot recharge his ability, man.
Good for me.
Yeah, it is. He is going to fork attack once. These are all at normal. An 18 will miss you.
Yep.
A 22 misses you, right?
That's me. Yep.
And then a tail attack, a 25 will hit you.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, give me a Constitution saving throw.
No, I'm gonna shield it.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna cast shield?
Yep, cast shield.
All right. What does that look like? First time we see
Ooh,
that
I
as
want
well.
to see this. Yeah.
So I have my shield. I hold it out in front of me, and from within it expels fire. That like domes around me.
Oh, it's like the
think-
fuck. I know you guys have been playing too much Overwatch, but it's like the Brigitte shield.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Gets bigger, just
Yep.
like projects
And it's
itself.
kind
around
of
you.
like somewhere between, again, like gold and like fiery. It kind of like shifts between the two.
Yep, flickering between both types. Yeah, his tail wishes around, looks like it's about to clock you in the side of the head, but then suddenly zoom, the shield goes up and it misses you. All right, Sonya is driving. Give me the raking scythes on your first as you basically like pull a 180 like do the burnout spin. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh, that was the 25. Okay, so scythes. Nice, 13 damage. Still is over the threshold, is enough to hurt that thing. Are you running over Feanor?
Yeah.
This could be it.
Oh, come on, Squisser.
Okay, so she is at disadvantage here with a dexterity save. A 9, she fails.
Nice roll.
We just get that shot of like the extra sped up hyperspeed shot from the front of the tormentor, and it's just the zoom in of Feanor's face as she just is holding a hand up, while with her other hand she's scrabbling and reaching at the grappling hook that's embedded in her thigh. And she just looks up, and there's that immediate like look of absolute fear as she is run over by the Tormentor's wheels. She goes down.
God, it's so brutal.
Let's not give her mercy this time. Let bygones be bygones.
All right.
I think that
Yeah.
would to Lulu and be like, see, told you she could run away from this face.
Nice. All right. So, yeah, nice. You fucking took her out. So, Fëanor, on her turn, I'm going to still, because she is a significant character, are you going to be giving her death saves? At the start of her turn, she takes 1 fail.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then Eclipsis drives and does a trick. Oh, this is so, like, this is basically extremely Eclipsis as she looks behind her, sees the limp body of Fëanor being dragged behind her, goes off of a jump. Fëanor immediately takes 2d6 damage and dies.
Yep.
Because damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so, yeah, this is unfortunate. Like Eclipsis looks behind her and just lets out a oops. As basically Fëanor's body ragdolls behind her as she more or less like ramps off of a thing over here, and then Fëanor is just like just bonk, 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 ping ponged along. But she is dead.
It's
Fëanor.
also a really hilariously brutal way to kill someone who's a like high level spellcaster, sophisticated. We're just brutalize him into the earth.
Yeah.
Or Avernus.
Yeah, Aphelion, your turn. You don't have the inspiration from Glimmer, but you do have an angry bitter breath in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so shield is God, unfortunately, at this point.
Yeah.
However, I will bonus action to make my dude appear on the back side of him, right behind him. Yup, so like right behind him. Action, I don't like where I'm sitting right now, so I'm going to cast, and pretty much the same exact idea, same exact visuals, I'm going to cast Mirror Image. On myself.
Oh, okay. So it's literally
more Yu-Gi-Oh
mirror
cats.
image version of it, yeah. Okay. Damn, that's a lot of bongo cats.
Bongo cats everywhere.
Okay, but that's my turn.
Oh, okay.
That's
Hamon.
action, bonus action.
Well, okay, so
You watch as the limp body of
Yeah.
Fëanor just gets dragged off into the distance, ping-ponging along boulders and all that stuff.
Also, just real quick, what was the we kind of turned a corner. It's been a while. We went like here. Oh wait, no, that's hidden. Sorry. We went from like here to here, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yep.
We curve around. So we're kind of drifting. And these bad boys over here are still up.
They're gonna be moving. Yeah.
Okay.
There's going to be a decision. There's going to be a decision on his turn. But yes, they're
But
going
he's
to be moving.
they're moving in like a specific direction right now. They're still
Yes,
in
they are
motion.
heading over to here.
Oh, towards us.
Towards
okay.
the pink, yeah.
You know what? I think that's perfect because I see something I'll have to ask Aphelion about later because what the hell are these bongo cats? But they seem to be all doing okay with the big boy over here with the side knocked over truck. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast a nice old fireball at this truck that's coming at us.
Oh, trying to roast all the dudes in it.
Yeah, we're gonna try to roast. Give
Okay.
it a little roasty toasty. So I'm gonna point at them, and here comes. And I think maybe.
Are you trying? I
slightly-
mean,
oh,
obviously, you're trying to hit beyond, so that it doesn't hurt you.
Oh
guys.
yeah, so it's gonna explode just behind them, like flak style, and just
Yeah.
roast them from behind.
Yeah,
I did
it
want my boy to give an advantage on the next attack against Bitter Breath.
For you, sure.
Yeah, my boy, just
Yep.
my boy.
One of your
One of your
bongos.
many boys, multiple boys. All right, give me that.
Gang, gang.
Give me that fireball.
Yeah.
Sideways.
We're gonna cast this at Oh, we're doing fun. We're going to fourth level fireball
Ooh,
here.
spicy fireballs.
Yeah. And I'm gonna point. And I think I'm partly inspired just because I've seen this golden holy fire now coming from him. So I'm just point him to go. Come on. Why is it? It's really. I'm sorry. It's really.
It's
laggy
super
right now.
slow. Yeah.
I'm trying.
The Ooh. Nice.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, bad. So it's 34 overall. It's good. So
Yeah.
point at the car and just go Fuego Sagrado, and then like it's like Dio yelling, and then the fireball explodes behind him.
All right, they're all doing their deck saves. They all. Ooh, only 2 of them save. Okay,
Two save, yeah.
One of the but it doesn't matter. Like, so the hobgoblins, even though the 2 hobgoblins save, that's enough damage to just destroy them.
Nice, just roast the fuckers.
Yeah.
Right on.
Ooh, actually,
Oh, but that
I'm
means
gonna
the things
say
that
they
keep-
do. Unfortunately, I'm gonna say they wait. What does half cover grant?
They take reduced damage from AoE, or like I don't know.
Cover gives the same. addition
Half
to
cover, and
It's
then
the same
oh no, it's just
addition
plus
to-
2 to their deck saves.
Yeah.
Psh, yeah.
So damage is still enough to kill them if they
Oh
save,
yeah,
is
yeah.
that
Even
what
if
it
they
is?
save, it's not advantage. Like yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
I
it's
just
not like it's reduced. So one
Shit, I just turned that thing into a ghost
saves.
ship.
All of the hobgoblins are done.
Okay, so this thing's still moving at us though, and they don't have anything
The
in
hobgoblin captain and the warlord High Graj Karajuk, they both fail their saves, but the the captain is toasty, like
Okay.
like super toasty. He's basically
Oh, so
like
he's still driving. Okay. so
but he's still driving, and yes, he is.
Ah.
Meanwhile,
Okay,
the other
okay.
and High Warlord is also still driving, unfortunately.
Damn. All right.
But
so,
they're both on their last legs, and that is actually. So, do you have any bonus actions? Churro would like to do anything?
I could actually Actually, I'm gonna do this because they're close. I'm bonus action. I'm throwing my fucking dagger at this guy.
Oh, sick!
Yeah, we're gonna try. We're gonna try to split this dancing devil. So I'm yeeting this through the side. 15.
15 to hit who?
The driver.
That will miss the driver.
Fuck. Okay, that's fine. I tried.
He has
So it's out
he has a very
he's
high
covered.
AC.
Yeah,
That wouldn't
makes
have hit the other guy either. Oh, plus they also have half cover, so definitely
From
no.
being inside. Yeah, it's a Hail Mary. That's fine. And then I'll just have Churro. Well, he can't really do too much.
No.
I'll tell him to man the wrecking ball, even though he can't. Just give him the semblance that he's doing something.
I will allow him to man the wrecking ball and just use it at disadvantage because he can't see over the steering wheel, basically.
That's sure. We'll do that. That
love it.
sounds hilarious.
He just yeah. But on his turn, High
Before 2 nat
Graj
20s.
Yeah, right.
High Graj Karkajuk basically almost slumped over the steering wheel of the scavenger. He looks up, he sees the entire party of you guys all fine and well. He sees the dead body of Feanor being dragged around like a ragdoll behind the motorcycle.
Sending a message.
And he is going to be driving to where he said he was going to drive. So he is going to be like vroom vroom vroom, the shit spewing out of that stuff, and he's out of here. He's going to do a dash and fucking drive this scavenger as far away as he can possible.
Oh
He's
boy.
cut. I mean,
Okay.
he's cutting his losses. There's yeah. He's cutting his losses. He's leaving his buddy Bitter Breath. The other Hobgoblin captain, unfortunately, would love to do the same, but
But
can't
he's driving in a straight line.
because he's driving in a straight line. So
Into the rock with
he
you.
just So that is
Nerds.
also, gosh, that's a crash of oh my goodness. So rules, let me look at the crash rules because they're annoying and crazy. Crashing. It takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet it moves since its last turn. So it takes 13 d6 damage.
Ooh, okay.
That's probably enough for a mishap.
That's pretty
Stop.
juicy. That's on average 30
Good
now.
fucking
Oh
Lord.
my god.
No, it's not even enough for a mishap. It's more of enough for this thing to explode.
I'm saying, on average, you would expect like
Yeah.
46 damage. Or 44.
It hits this shit.
Jesus.
The scavenger is absolutely decimated. I mean, it's enough for a mishap, along with more than anything. It's gone. So these guys all get. Yeah, they all get.
It's such a good
thrown
cinematic
out.
scene. Like it's like a movie scene, right? They just run into it.
Yeah, and there's just
it's
a gout of flame as it launches, as bits and pieces of metal fly into the air. Huge explosion of green flame as all these hobgoblins are thrown from the vehicle. They hit it as well. So that's the other thing too. I need to, because crash mechanics, that's great. Regardless of whether or not the Infernal War Machine takes damage, each creature inside needs to make a DC 15 strength save or takes the same thing.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see you.
Group check. Strength saves for all of them.
16, you
Only
said?
DC 15. Only
15.
one hobgoblin saves. I'm going to roll the same damage, 13d6. They're just all dead.
Yeah, that's average.
God, I feel like
They
on
are
this
literally, that's
battlefield-
enough to immediately kill the hobgoblin captain. There's just a giant fucking, it's done. They're just it's a giant conflagration of green flame, smoke, bits and pieces of metal flying everywhere. It's carnage, and all of these hobgoblins are just eaten up by this accident. This is great because this illustrates how chaotic War Machine combat can actually be.
Oh, absolutely.
Where, they're just like, oh, you hit a rock and it go boom? All right, everybody be dead in there. Holy shit. Yeah, the scrubs. Sasha, no!
And the other one that just crashed or blew up earlier, sent everyone flying. It's just, I feel like we just have hobgoblin splashes everywhere.
Yeah, there's
on the combat
hobgoblin
right now.
bodies definitely everywhere.
it's
High
gruesome.
Warlord Garage, unless you guys chase him, he's out of here, so I'm not going to have him re-roll his stuff. Glimmer and Sonya, re-roll your drivey. Actually, fuck it. I'll leave. I don't want to have you guys re-roll. Are you guys happy with these rolls that you have right now?
Yeah, I'll take a 22.
Yeah, okay, cool, I know. I knew you guys would say so. Okay, so Sonya, where are you driving?
I want to chase after him now. Let him get away.
Oh, you want to chase the High Warlord?
Yeah, he's not getting away. Because I want to make sure this will work.
Okay.
If I drive away, if I compel him to duel,
Oh.
he can't drive more than 30 feet away from me.
Okay, I love it. So yeah, you do a 180, and you're headed back in that direction. What's your range on compelled duel?
I think it's just 30 feet.
Okay.
That's open up something
All right. Well, I can't wait for you to compel. I'm gonna allow that because that's hilarious. If he saves, he saves. If he dies, he dies. But
If you die, you
if
die.
he dies, he dies. Cool. So you're gonna spin around. Glimmer, what are you gonna be doing? You're heading in a weird direction right now. You're heading due east around the Soul Train. What's your option? What do you want to do?
Okay, I will cast a spell.
Hmm.
And I will.
Are you gonna stop the demon grinder?
If I can put my foot down, sure.
Yeah. Absolutely. You can stop the demon grinder. It's not gonna go anywhere. Cast a spell.
Alright, so I will cast Vicious Mockery at Bitter Breath using the Speaker Stone as Sonya drives away.
Oh, nice. It comes out. Okay. Excellent.
And I'm gonna spit some bars at him.
Okay. Great. I love it. All right, so that happens as Sonya is driving by in that general direction. What is your bars? You just spit mad disses?
No, here it comes. I wrote this down like 3 months ago.
Oh, sick. Wait, let me pause the music because this is important. Okay.
Listen.
Alright. Devils of hell in Avernus you lumber, unknowingly chasing eternal slumber, because I bet my soul not once did you envision you'd be ripped and torn asunder by this Baldur's fucking Gate division. BFG division plays.
All right,
man,
I'll
that's fantastic.
allow, because you have a sick rap, I'll allow that to pass through the magical resistance of Bitter Breath. You'll just roll at
hell
normal here.
Hell yeah.
What is the DC that we got for your Vicious Mockery?
17.
Oh, he saves, unfortunately.
God damn it. Oh, wait.
No,
Oh, no, it's too late. Too late. I can't do it. I can't do it. I could have done it earlier, though.
What?
I could have
Portent.
forced him to take the portent.
Do you have another portent?
18.
I have one. No, because I had. So remember, I had a 20 and 18. I used the 20 during the date.
And you
I
re-rolled the
re-rolled
thing.
that, and I got an 11. So I could have forced him to roll 11, which would have made that an 18.
But that's
But
still
It still saves?
That's still a
18
save.
was still- it's a 17 DC. So.
Oh, 17. Sorry. Okay, never mind. I didn't feel so.
All right. Well, he still is able to look up, and I'll say so. I'll allow this because I love the rap. I love the rap, Glimmer. He looks up, and you will definitely. I already know that there's a helper in there from all these different bongo cats and shit that are up in there. But Aphelion, you got advantage on 2 attacks against this guy. Let's do
Hell
it.
yeah. Okay.
Let's
I'm
end this
ready.
nerd.
Yeah, let's get this guy. Blood Bag is a good song. Okay, but Bitter Breath looks back at Aphelion, and is going to. I mean, he's going after you, my dude. He's got to do that D6. Nope. Man, he's still not recharging this thing. So fork attack, a crit again.
Dude,
Wait. So it hits one of my clones.
Oh, 6. Yeah, the bongo cat gets down,
Yep.
Mr. President. You.
Yep.
Okay, so 1 bongo cat's done.
Mm-hmm.
Second fork attack, a 13.
That'll
Misses.
miss.
And a tail attack. Wah, a 17. Misses.
Misses.
Alright. Sonya, racing off into the distance. You see High Warlord Garage, his head out the window, looks back at you, and what do you say to him?
Be like,
I cannot delete Bongo Cat.
no one can remove Bongo.
Alright, so you're gonna compel duel him, right?
yeah, Remy was like, what are you mad that we killed your girlfriend? Sort of thing.
He looks back, he's like, I didn't even know her! Because they kind of didn't. She teleported onto their car.
That makes it even better, though.
What? Okay, what's your DC on the compelled duel?
16.
Alright, 16. What's the DC? Sorry, what modifier?
Oh, it's a
Wisdom. Yep.
Wisdom.
Wait, never mind. I read the wrong thing.
He fails.
Oh.
Oh, God. Okay.
So it has
All right.
Compelled vehicle duel.
Yep.
Wow.
He looks out. He just does the full-on like a guy who's being tailgated too close. He just puts his whole half of his torso out the window, flips you off, and starts wheeling this thing around to come back to you.
Just like pointing over, like pull over,
Pull over. Get out of your car.
Throw hands.
Throw hands, dude. Yeah, you've compelled the fuck out of this guy. Oh,
man.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so he is an angry boy. Eclipsis, dragging the dead body of Feanor behind her, is going to wheel around and Derpy, what do you want to do? She doesn't know. It's fine.
Run over Feanor's body.
Just turn around and run over Feanor one more time. Just turn her into pulp. Gross.
Swing her around. Turn
Make
her
sure she
left.
doesn't get back up this time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so park it. So look back, see the dead body, park it. Alright. So taking off the grappling hook, trying to unhook Feanor from the thing so she can get it back in. Yeah, severely damaging Feanor, yada yada. And what's the distance that we have right here? Look up. She's gonna look up, step forward to over here, and Eclipsis will use a spell. She is going to cast Mind Spike at DC 16 Wisdom save from Bitter Breath. He has advantage on this. Saves, unfortunately, but that's still okay. So on a save, taking 3d8 psychic damage or half as much. So he still takes 6. He still takes 6 psychic damage. Bitter Breath, by the way, is still extremely healthy. Aphelion, your turn.
For a bitch.
Nice. Got him.
So
Goddamn.
I'm going to attack him at advantage with the first one.
Misses.
A 14. That sucks.
Yep. Fortunate.
Second one. Oh, what
Both
the fuck?
miss.
Okay, and I will use a con thing for the third one, which isn't going to be an advantage. Because this is fucking bullshit. And this game hates me.
Today, yeah, I mean, you've used all your... Yep, nope. You've used up all of your big dick energy in the first few episodes.
In that case, I'm going to have my clone run away.
Incur an attack?
Incur an attack, yeah. My clone will incur an attack.
Okay, so you're having him run away. Oh, I get
Yes.
you. Great. Yeah, so he swings, hits him.
Yeah, that would. Because it's...
What's his AC on the clone?
14 plus proficiency mod.
The 3. So it's a 17, so it hits him.
Yeah.
Okay. Blows him up. But now you
Okay.
can move.
Yep. And now I will move. If I can get it to fucking...
Are you going to move behind the... getting around the other side of the Soul Train?
Yeah, I'm just trying to do that.
I can do it. I'll do it for you. Do you want to be on the other side of it, basically?
Yeah, I got it. It just took me a while.
No, I got it. Oh,
we go.
I did it the other way. Okay.
Either way.
All right. All your bongos.
then-
Oh, no, but one of the bongos is gone, right?
One of the bongos is gone, yeah.
Okay.
I only have 2 bongo cats left.
Does your snack bird go with you?
Snackbird will go with me.
Okay, cool. Come on. Makey spell.
Well, which one to use here?
By the
Oh, we wouldn't
way,
make
I
him-
mean, Bitter Breath looking big beefy boy.
Yeah, he's the one I'm focused on now. After everything else going on. How far is that? That is 2. Oh no, it can make it perfect. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and move it. Bonus action.
Yep.
We're gonna start by swinging at it because as I'm focusing up, I'm just, daggers doing dagger things. It critically misses.
Yep. Stabs into the
Let's go. Then I'm gonna go ahead and give him. That's my action. He's beefy, and I got spells. So we're gonna. Oh, this will be fun. We're gonna cast magic missile at 4th level. I want to give him the business. So that's how many missiles? That's 7,
Damn.
right? It's 3 plus 1 per spell level.
So it's 6.
6. Sorry, yeah, right. So it's 3 at first level plus 6. So it's 6 total. And then based on what we've discussed, we just treat them each as their own roll, right?
Yep.
That's
fine.
the best
We
way
treat
to
them
do
the
it.
same way we've been doing.
Yeah, so 6 of these bad boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not great. This is 6, 11, 13, 15, 18 total force damage.
Yep. I mean,
Just
it's almost like a miniature machine gun.
Yeah, and we're still moving, right? We haven't fully
No,
stopped yet?
you've stopped. You've
Oh,
stopped.
we've stopped. Okay, so it's just it's a machine gun covering the back of the golden vice, just and it's just a bunch of little like fiery pokers.
Yep.
sticking
He
into him.
turns and looks in your direction.
Yep, and I'll have Churro jump out and go. Only a person I see outside is Aphelion, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll have Churro run to Aphelion and assist him. So that would be he gets advantage on the next roll. I
Yep.
think. Yeah. Okay.
So if my dude's assisting me as well, do I get
Oh,
advantage on your rolls?
you've already done that then.
But do they
Then you have
stack?
to choose who to assist. Well,
Yeah,
no,
if you-
actually, no. You can get 2. Yeah, you could get 2.
Yeah,
You
okay.
could get 2 advantages, like help on one and then help on the second one.
Yeah, I feel like I'm feeling pretty safe still up in this perch, so I'll have Churro go help you. Yeah, so you get that.
I've just got a posse at all times.
Okay.
I love it.
All right, top of the round, Glimmer. What are you going to be doing? Are you going to want to drive again, or are you going to
How healthy does he still look?
vary?
All right. We're giving this guy the business. I will once again proudly put my foot up on the front of the vehicle and blow on my Viking horn.
Oh no!
Oh yes. Oh yes.
God damn it! Okay.
Just the DM of just like, oh shit, I forgot.
Oh shit! That item I gave you. Fuck.
I'm gonna go find Viking tokens.
No, they're there. Give me the rolls and all that horse shit.
I never remember how many freaking shoot out of this thing.
It's like
How many
7.
things spurt out?
Yeah, it's like 2d10 or something.
It's a lot.
Viking horn. Where are you? Yeah, I always have to look it up. Valhalla.
Yeah, Horn of Valhalla.
Horn of Valhalla. You have a brass one. 3d4 plus 3.
3, 4, plus 3. 14
Are you
Viking.
fucking kidding me?
Wait, is that enough to completely box him in?
We are Vikings. You're not gonna go.
Bump it up,
anywhere.
bump, 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 bump.
No, wait. I should be Bongo
Yeah,
Cat.
AAA Vikings coming out here for
Yeah.
on the distance.
Just fucking surrounded.
Oh god, they're attracted to the auto claims.
Wait, there's enough of them they could probably flip over this whole train because they're Vikings.
Dude, I saw all of them.
Why? Well, okay, that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then there's 13. Oh, God, he's big. I don't want him to be big. 13, and then 14. He can't even get in there. Okay, so there's 14 Vikings that appear out of nowhere. You almost rolled max. You almost rolled max Vikings, dude.
You almost had a maximum of...
I'm not going to roll initiative for them. They're just going to immediately, all in one go. So, let's
Just right
fucking
after
just
Glimmer.
roll. They all are going to be reckless, so I'm just going to roll fucking a ton of... This is going to be so stupid.
I feel like this is the campaign for stupid.
Jesus Christ. 14d20 plus 5 on each of these. Okay, here we go.
Well, if
Okay,
they're
I'm just
reckless,
gonna say
then-
how much of these will hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them hit. I'm gonna re-roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Got it.
So, and then
6 9.
nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3 more hits. So what did I say?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dude, this is a
6,
gangland
7,
beatdown
6,
that's going on right now.
Huh? 1.
This is absolutely
Wait.
barbaric.
So it was 14 and you rerolled 6, so that
good.
means that originally
Rerolling 6.
8 of them
8 hit. 8 hit. And then
So
an
another 3 is
additional
11.
3. So 11 hit out of them. So, okay. Good lord. Okay, great axe.
Oh, weird. The horn turns to dust.
Yeah. Oh no. 12 plus. Okay, so it's gonna be 12 plus. Okay. 97 damage on him. As they all, in unison, raise their axes up and rain down on him. Granted, though they are spirits, their attacks are not magical, so there is resistance against this.
They just gave them like the Office Space printer.
Alright, so it's about...
Damn, it feels good to be a what?
Whoa! Okay, he hurting. Good job, Glimmer.
Yeah.
Alright. He's 6. Nope, he still didn't get to recharge his stuff, so he's just gonna... I mean, he's an Angie boy, and he is going to... Do I even want to do this? Yeah.
Does he have whirlwind?
Oh my god.
Is he going
No,
to
he's
move
not.
and
He's
take
angry,
14
but he's not
attacks of
stupid.
opportunity?
I'm gonna say he's angry, but he's not stupid. He looks around, he sees he's surrounded, and he drops to one knee, drops his fork on the ground, and puts his hands in the air.
You know, we showed mercy to one of these warlords already. Just throwing
No,
that
we
out there.
should give him a chance to speak.
Sonya.
That's wild.
Sonya, the guy is now turned around. I didn't roll more initiative for him, and I probably should have. Here he is. He would be a 5, so he's way down in the turn order. Perfecto. He is turned back towards you, and is running towards you at full speed right now. What do you do? Sonya. Yeah.
I would.
Are you gonna do head-on crash?
Sock him in the dome.
I mean, if he's compelled to duel, I feel like you owe him the chicken that he deserves.
I mean, yeah. If he's coming around, then yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, we're gonna lean into it.
Oh,
I had a question. I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Because although like the blades and the wheels are melee weapons
mm-hmm.
that I'm using, they don't count as melee weapons for smiting.
No, they do not. You cannot. You cannot.
It's the same idea as the expeditious retreat that
No,
I asked
actually,
about
so
earlier.
this is. I'm gonna write this down because I love this idea, Sonya. Are you gonna play chicken? Are you gonna be playing chicken with the scavenger in High Warlord Garage?
I ain't no jabroni.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think as you're just racing towards them, we just get the fucking like anime swing, like narrow shot lens of both of your eyes, of this hobgoblin warlord's eyes, your eyes racing towards each other. You're just gonna go a head-on crash. So it's a crash.
Yes.
But
Bong
you'll do.
heads.
Give me the scythe damage. Just give me some nice damage right now. Why don't you?
Just
Give me
the
scythe damage. Give me and crushing treads. Okay, and then give me the crushing treads as well.
Oof.
Nice. Okay, so he's like, there's just a giant crash as you guys ram into each other. There's definitely, you didn't travel that far, so it's not a ton of like crashing damage, but it's basically like 46. You only traveled about 40 feet. Still 12 damage of each of you from that. But as you do this, you guys get Sonya. There's a moment of just like slow motion as in the distance, almost like a radiant image, you see your boy Tempest just come, like his vision comes into your mind, and he's just like, brother, now that's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what you need to do. And he just raises his fucking weapon, and a arc of lightning strikes the Uncrashable 2 and grants it the ability now to smite foes upon running them over.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh god, we're Lords of the Thunderdome now.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if
no.
you hit them, if you'd like to, I'm now going to be able to grant you the ability to expend a spell slot to smite creatures via Uncrashable 2.
I would like to smite.
I would like to smite. Okay.
I'm gonna 3rd level smite.
Oh, bruh.
So that should be what, like 4d8?
They are not fiends, but you are able to. Yes, it would be 48. I think. No, 5d8.
5?
2 plus 2.
4d8. Fucking nice. All right. There is a monumentous crash as with your Tempest charging you up, he gets behind you, slaps your vehicle on the ass, and we just have that moment, that anime as fuck moment, as these two vehicles hitting head on against each other, the metal screeching and straining, and then suddenly Tempest gets behind the Uncrashable 2, slaps it on its butt, and it just fucking blows through the other scavenger, and you just see slow motion, the
I love the
as
slow motion
as
version.
High Warlord
Yeah.
Garage and his Hobgoblin Captain companion get blasted out of the scavenger as it gets toppled end over end. Roll me a d20, Sonya.
Oh hell yeah.
Ooh.
Oh whoops.
Ooh.
Sorry,
That's not. No, that's
there we
critical.
go. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
good, right?
yeah, so it
Nice.
suffers a damaged axle. The vehicle grinds and shakes uncontrollably, and it has disadvantage on all dex checks. It just basically just like... And you know what? Fuck it. The 19 is way too close. I think you definitely, like, knocked... That thing gets flipped over. The scavenger is on its end. There's a giant concussive blow as the two hobgoblins in it are just absolutely decimated. Scavenger is on its side, not destroyed, but absolutely on its side. And you just have like that moment of like the Uncrashable is just gleaming. just looking glorious with this this, you know, it looks like the painting on the side, ironically looks like the painting on the side of a metal band's tour van of like Sonya arm outside of the Uncrashable 2 with Tempest fucking pecs out, helmet on his head, just like standing gloriously flexing behind the Uncrashable 2, but then it's also painted on the side of a van. And I think that's where we're gonna end for the night, as we have the horde of Vikings surrounding. I mean, he's the last surviving person right now. The horde of Vikings surrounding Bitter Breath, who is on his knees, with hands in the air, surrendering. With the rest of the crew there, ready to take, like, to do whatever they're gonna do. We will resolve that next time. We get a quick snapshot back to Fort Knucklebone, where we see Princeps Kovic ramping over the walls, like doing a jump on his devil's ride, followed by two of the other motorcycles over the wall, as the other two vehicles like are being swarmed by the red caps and mad caps, as you just see like also with Mickey the flesh golem on there, just pulling devils off of it and like yeeting them around the Fort Knucklebone. But mainly it's just a slavo of steel boot kicks to the nuts from a bunch of these red caps and mad caps, just kicking the literal shit out of these devils back at Fort Knucklebone.
Damn, it feels good to be a madcap.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So yeah, awesome. We'll pick up on this next time. As you guys can deal with Bitter Breath however you see fit.
I have some plans.
Oh, this is fun. I mean, you got 14.
Feanor's dead.
Vikings?
As much as you guys. Well, you guys. I mean,
she can be revivified.
Right.
Nah, I'm fine with her being dead.
No, we're leaving her. Like I'm not letting anybody revive her. Don't worry.
I made that mistake already once.
Yeah. And I'm probably gonna argue the same fate for Bitter Breath, but we shall see.
I have a plan.
Okay.
And you have Vikings to enact your plan.
Are you gonna take his tongue so he can't speak badly of us?
No, I'm gonna give him mine.
He can't even speak. Homie is.
That's the joke.
Oh,
Right.
got it. The joke.
Yeah, that's the joke.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Solid shit tonight, though. That was a lot of smart combat, and it was like, I don't think it was ever just 100% in your favor. As soon as you guys have to figure out how to get the Soul Train back up right.
Yeah,
but I guess
yeah,
it's
that's
all-
the part I'm still
I guess it is pretty much just have the Vikings push it over.
I think we can figure
and
something
then
out, but yeah, that was.
You're saying
that
we
was
could
the
use
thing.
the grappler for it as well, just not in combat, really.
Yeah,
We could probably jury rig something out of all this, right? We could use the other vehicles to put torque on the top of it. We can work out. I will do the math if we need shit.
Yes,
but
no,
I'm sure
you're
we
gonna
can
be able
figure
to flip it back over with effort, but definitely was something that within you cannot do it in 6 seconds, more or less, basically.
Oh, it's gonna be a project.
Yeah,
But yeah, the combat tonight with this whole thing just made me so happy. Everything about it was fantastically fun.
There was some real big.
I'm
dick
feeling that
numbers
the
being rolled.
ability to do though it does take a little bit more time to roll the initiative each time, but I mean you're going to be the drivers are going to be trying to figure out where they're driving every single round anyways. That stuff doesn't change. It just changes where you're, how good you are driving, or where you're able to position each other. But Porkins, I am 100% serious. I am going to be writing this down. You are allowed to smite via Uncrashable 2 now.
I am
That's so glorious. I love it.
It's
Oh.
the dreams of driving a monster truck come true.
Yeah, but we definitely do see your whatever that little scale is inside your head of Soon versus Tempest. Definitely just got heavily weighted in the Tempest favor.
Just had to take a picture while we were playing of this, just because, try explaining this to somebody. Just this screenshot.
Yeah, just a guy. There's a dude surrounded by 14 Vikings and a dagger, and then there is another person hiding behind a big train, a skull train with 2 Bongo Cat Yu-Gi-Ohs by his side.
I still think I really enjoy the name Thomas the Dank Engine, but we can go with
You guys need to discuss what you want to do for the new name.
I feel like
here.
Thomas the Dank Engine isn't gonna work in World, but then
yeah,
again,
yeah.
I do like just honestly, the Soul Train is kind of just a good name.
I mean, it is because it's a great album to begin with, but yeah,
Or
great album, great TV show,
true.
all of them.
And a great icon. I'm not gonna lie, that's fantastic. So yeah, they're going for it. Oh man,
But
Nice, though.
yeah, that comment went all over the place. Also fitting that we just had a Flipsis basically literally dragged to death the the
That's
Feanor.
so in character too, which is
It is.
fantastic about it.
Just
I
like,
love it.
eh,
Yeah,
oh,
like,
well.
oops,
Oh,
my
we're just gonna
bad.
give you the old.
Also, I like how immediately that the grapple came to be like an important part of the
Yeah.
story.
We were discussing it.
Well, that's what we were talking about it on. We were talking about it on the break.
Mhm.
It's like you wanna like thunder, you wanna lightning breath him. And he was like, "Well, you got that grappling hook." I'm like, "Fuck
Oh
yeah!"
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Take
like,
her
"Wait,
for a
so
ride."
where are they right now?" He's like, "Oh, their car just blew up. They're on the floor." I'm like, "Okay, which one's the big one?" Like, I'm taking the little one. Got a higher chance. I'm dragging that bitch.
It's so brutally in character, and the fact it was also the same one that got away before is perfect. I feel like
Mhm.
that's exactly what your character
It's
would
like
do.
not getting away this time.
That is a flip
Well,
system
I didn't
nutshell
want
right
her
there.
getting away the first time. Damn
True,
it,
and
Mom.
yeah, I'll probably still get earful
No,
for
but
that
it was
one
you
later.
guys are always blaming Hamon, but you guys forget that it was Glimmer who healed her.
Oh no,
Like,
I'm well aware.
I was the one who said.
Simone's-
I was the one who said we should do
Yeah,
that.
and I was
Right.
the one that said, "Just wait a minute," and then
I was the one that said, "Fuck you guys."
This is Team YOLO.
yeah, this is
I'll
we don't talk to each other. We just do.
Right, and I accept the newest version of Motorcycle Justice on her this time around because
I'm
that's
loving-
it works.
Motorcycle Justice.
Like MVP of this campaign is definitely Wall of Force.
yeah,
Oh
dude.
god, I love
Mhm.
it.
Dude, it's making for
Jeez.
such interesting combat from both sides. Like
It's easily become. I think it's a emergent behavior from the nature of vehicle combat.
Yeah,
but it's a
Yep.
fantastic spell for this. I'm so happy I picked
it's
it up.
ridiculous. I'm like everybody in like all the other GMs and DMs in the Avernus channel are just like, holy shit, Wall of Force though. Like it's so like that I don't think so. We also haven't used or haven't gotten a chance to use for a Flipsis to use Shatter on a vehicle. But that's another way to
So that's object damage, right?
That's immediately another way to do
Mhm.
a severe amount of like
Very efficient
mishap damage and all that stuff to it, because it's Shatter immediate. It doesn't Shatter does double damage to
Objects, right? So I think the
Objects.
vehicle counts as an object.
no
And it's-
no no sorry, it's not double damage to an object. It is an auto fail to an object. I'm pretty sure they just they just automatically fail the
Okay,
save.
that makes sense. Just it's still guaranteed. Wait, so it's guaranteed damage to the vehicle, and then
Right.
you still have to roll for anyone inside of it. But it's,
let me see. A creature, blah blah blah. A creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage.
oh, that's it.
Yeah, wait. Sudden loud ringing noise. Creature takes blah blah blah.
I thought that's like max damage or something like
I thought
that.
there was something in there as well.
Yeah. Was that a force damage thing? I thought it was shatter though.
It is thunder. Shatter is thunder damage.
you might be
Right.
thinking of Thunderwave or
No,
Thunder,
I'm pretty sure
whichever one is the cone of thunder in front of you.
that's thunderclap.
No, Thunderclap is the cantrip.
Yeah, Thunder Wave is the one.
Oh,
Thunderclap
man,
is the
can't
ash
keep- I
cheek
can't-
clap.
Okay, I can't get
Um,
them together. That's right.
Oh no, it does. It says a creature made of inorganic material has disadvantage. On your choice. Creature made of inorganic material has disadvantage. Non-magical object that isn't being warned also takes damage. Yeah, why was I thinking? I don't know why I was thinking that it did automatic damage. Weird.
It was
Honestly, I thought the same thing because I remember from even back to the Strahd, shatter was used in a few situations to like destroy boats on the lake. Right? It was like there's something about it that just dealt
Well,
the
I
damage.
think they can't make a save. Is
Or
what
I guess it sounds like it's disadvantage. Did it change between?
Well, no, it's
something.
creatures made of non-organic.
Oh,
material.
oh, not
Oh.
creatures. So it's objects.
yeah,
Something about that.
objects. Objects can't make a save.
They just take the damage.
Yeah,
They
there's
just
I don't
take
know. There's some weirdness there, but whatever it
Okay.
is, it seems that also like lightning bolt is another really good way to trigger damage on these vehicles and stuff like
Right,
that.
they don't
So
resist
there's
it,
a
yep.
ton of stuff and a ton of spells that are able to. But I would 100% agree that Wall of Force is the de facto just like everybody just yeeting out wall of force at different vehicles, just making things just crash into invisible things.
Yeah, and
all the
making
time.
ramps too. Like it's both offensive and defensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I was thinking about using telekinesis to lift us over, but then I realized these vehicles are so fucking heavy.
They're
There's no way I
dude.
could do it. No, they're way too heavy.
No
Yeah,
way.
you're gonna have
But-
to put more into your telekinesis skill.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
right?
Up those stats, Boyle. Make them things
Oh,
big.
man.
You know,
Yeah.
instead of your other
Useful
Skills.
abilities, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well,
like over
I really like this like style of combat because one thing that is kind of like frustrating because you have attacks with opportunities like you just kind of stand still and like just punch things until it dies and move to the next one. Whereas here's like you're just constantly going everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it really
vehicle-
feels like we're always
every
constantly in
turn.
some sort of like dynamic like drift, right? Like everyone's drifting in combat and like going around doing silly shit. I love it.
Yeah,
I don't know
and
anything else to
just
explain
because
it.
you're allowed to. Yeah, everybody's allowed to just fucking drive around like crazy.
Mhm.
War
That's actually
Machine
what I'm-
combat's nuts.
That's actually what I'm liking about the echo thing, just from the little bit fighting, is I can just throw an echo out, have it take the attack of opportunity, and if it doesn't attack the clone, I can just teleport with the clone.
Oh,
Wait, teleport? What do you mean?
Yeah, that's one of the things is as a bonus action, with the clone, I can change places with it.
Oh shit! Well, how far can you start the clones from? They have to be within.
I get 15 feet away.
Oh, okay. So they have to start close, but then you can
Yeah.
swap with them later.
but no, but
Yeah,
what he's saying
it's a-
is you could have it move its full
I
movement.
can have it move. I can have it
Oh,
move
so
its
you can
full
avoid
movement.
the.
Well,
Ah.
it has to stay within 30 feet of me, or else it disappears.
So
But
it's within 30
Wait.
feet, so it can move. You could put it 15 feet away. You can move it another 15 feet. If the enemy that you're running away from is like, I are smart, I know take opportunity attack because I want to.
Then
I know
swap
other boy
after.
going
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
You can then,
Then I
suddenly
can
just be
teleport.
like, haha, sucker, and pop over to the other one and swap places.
That is actually a really cool ability.
Yeah.
Yep, it does take 15 foot of movement to teleport, though.
Yeah, but
Something
Oh,
like
okay.
But
That makes sense because you're teleporting, and that's very proper.
but it's 15 feet of movement for 30 feet of movement.
Also, I'm just going to tell you right now, just be ready for Hamon to have some very serious questions for you.
probably.
It's fine.
Yeah.
So, like, honestly,
questions
it's-
going to be there.
this is not actually from the devil deal.
Oh, I
Yes,
was just saying,
I mean,
don't
yes and-
explain.
yes
Don't
and
explain
no.
to me don't explain to me out of character right now.
Yeah,
I want you to tell. I want you to explain to Hamon what's going on, and we'll see how that happens.
My character, man.
Don't tell me, tell him.
We'll talk to the face, man. Talk to the hand.
All right.
Yeah. We'll get there.
We will
Yeah.
get there, and it will be the next session. As this one was mainly combat. Next one, we're definitely
this is
so.
great.
Next one, obviously, we're like not going to do a downtime session. We already had that. We had downtime. We had combat. Next one is going to be the tying up of loose ends of you guys turning in all of your quests.
Oh yeah.
And
Yep.
heading off to more or less your next
Yeah.
big event.
Feels like a real pivot coming up here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, obviously, you'd deal with what dealing with bitter breath is one thing, and then
Mm-hmm.
figuring out the next part. But yeah, be fun.
Oh man. So
Execution.
good.
All right, take it easy, guys. We'll see you
Yep.
guys on
Alright.
Thursday.
Later.
X.
All right, well, excellent session. So much combat. The entire session was just War Machine combat, which I am liking more and more. As our boy Porkins said, it feels more dynamic and more just there's so much movement when you do War Machine combat that you don't feel like everybody is just like, I stand in this position and shoot spell, or I sit here and hit thing until dead. Like, there's a lot of movement dynamics part in it. You can have different options for your things. I am digging it. But I'm going to put that Soul Train icon into our Avernus Discord, and we'll go from there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm ScuzzNugget. You can find me at all the things. Do I have the bot in the channel? Let's see. Social. Can I spell social? Yeah, there we go. There's the socials for those who are interested. We have all the homies. Flipsis, who is here in the room with me but not playing tonight, is played by my wife, Derpy Gecko. We have Hamon, played by Chuckle Smash. We have Glimmer, played by Lunacy, aka Wabugasi. We have Aphelion, played by Gastroy, and we have Sonya, played by Porkins. We will be back with more D&D on Thursday, where I'll be playing in our other campaign, which is run by Gastroy. We are playing the Tyranny of Dragons campaign here on Roll20. We are about to head into a cave and kill fungus. It's going to be quite fun. But other than that, have a wonderful evening, everybody. And we might be back tomorrow for some more stream stuff. I'm going to listen to this because this sounds cool. Take it easy, guys. Good night.
Okay. Come on. What's up?